Okay. Hello and welcome to beautiful Fraser, Michigan for another wonderful night of Motor City Rockers hockey. I'm Ben Salagi, joined with, as always, Brady Beaton. Last night was a doozy, Brady. Great game between two good goaltenders. What are you expecting tonight after what we saw last night?
Well, I want to see a little bit more offensive punch from Motor City. They had a few breakaways that were stopped, but they were heavily outshot last night. Danbury, 52 shots on net, including 49 in regulation. Motor City only with 33. Felt like the second half of the game, the ice was tilted towards Trevor Babin and the Motor City end. I want to see Motor City have more sustained possession, be able to hold the puck a little longer, and maybe give the netminder a minute to rest or two.
Yeah, that was something that, Babin was playing out of his mind. Last night, Brian Wilson was playing out of his mind. The third period, though, it was a pretty clean game until the third period. That's when the penalties started mounting up. But after about 18 minutes of play, there was still a 2-1 lead in favor of Danbury. Then finally, Babin gets pulled. Coming out on the ice was Ross Bartlett. Bartlett, who leads the team in points, was the one who got the key goal with 41 seconds left to send it into overtime. Hopefully we don't see that again tonight. Hopefully, as you said, there's more offensive firepower. But in your mind, we've talked about this. You've mentioned it on the broadcast before. There's not like the one go-to guy. Danbury has Johnny Ruiz. He's one of their main point getters. He had 2 goals yesterday, including the game winner in overtime. Had the big one, the deflection for a 2-1 lead. Motor City they have point getters, but they don't have a main guy. They have many guys. But in your opinion, who can step up for Motor City to maybe be that guy?
Well, there's a few guys on this team I like, and the nice part about it is there's a lot of candidates. One guy I want to see a little more from that I've liked what I've seen at times is Tommy Cardinal. I think he has an opportunity to find the back of the net. But number 44, he's a newer addition, Declan Conway. A few years ago when he was in Menor, that top line he had with John Butita single-handedly kept that team afloat and winning games, and he was a big part of that. I think once he gets comfortable, I think we're going to say Declan Conway's name a lot as the season progresses and as he gets comfortable in a coach's system.
Yeah, Declan Conway, since he's been acquired in the middle of October, played exceptionally well. Also being acquired within the same week, Ian White but also Scott Koch. Scott Koch has played a little bit in the SPHL. He's as some people like to call him, the SPHL grizzled veteran of the group. He's also a point getter. He got a big goal yesterday as well. How would you, though, in your mind, beat a guy like Brian Wilson?
Well, like I said earlier, you have to have constant pressure. Hey, the same in basketball. What do shooters do? They keep shooting. You got to keep attacking them. The way Danbury plays defense, you can't always wait for the perfect shot. They play aggressively. They try to force the issue. Now, maybe you can beat them, get a chance up front, but just got to keep throwing shots on net. It was an ugly goal that tied it at regulation. Now, I'm not saying you cross the blue line, you see the crossbar, you fire it at the net, but pick your chances, know when you have the opportunity to maybe cycle it through a few times, and when you just have to throw it on net. You saw a few opportunities for rebounds a night ago, whether it's hopped over a stick or they just weren't there. You have to find a variety of different ways, but it starts first by getting past a stingy Danbury defense. Yeah, that defense, it's funny you bring that up. The defense doesn't have a lot of familiar names. Cody Gibbs will be playing tonight. It's only in his 4th game. Xavier Abdallah was signed November 11th. Jared Yao yesterday. He's a veteran. He's now with his 2nd year with Danbury. But Brendan Dowler has only played in 8 games. He was big last night. It's a lot of guys, fresh faces for the hat tricks, but those faces play a big game behind the blue line. Yes, they did. And, well, in this game, Ben, I think this is a chance for Motor City to make a statement. You look at what they've done in their 6 wins, 4 of them by only a goal. The other 2, a 2-goal win and a 4-goal win, both of those against Port Huron. Despite their winning record, they have a negative goal differential. You have a stretch of games coming up where you feel like you could stack up some points, but if you can knock off Danbury with a convincing 2-3 goal win, you're feeling really good as we enter the month of December and really start to get into the swing of the season. Yeah, you're right, and this season's only a month old. A lot of people were kind of keeping their eye on Motor City, who was going to be good. A lot of people keeping their eye on Mississippi as well. And, you know, I think we've caught a lot of people off guard. We split, obviously, in Watertown, the defending champs, you know, going out against Binghamton, another quality opponent, splitting there. A split here this weekend would be just as big. We are going to quickly hand it over to the PA announcers. You can tell the lights are down. That means the energy is going to pop up as we get ready to introduce the Motor City Rockers here to the crowd here at Big Boy Arena.
All right, national anthem has been played. Right now, let's get you the starting lineups brought to you by the Rock City Logistics. For a quote on all your global shipping needs, including LTL, rail, flatbed, and more, please visit rockcitylogistics.com. That's rockcitylogistics.com. Brady, who's the starting lineups for both teams?
Back at the blue line for the Motor City Rockers, you will have Ian White and Dante Suffredini protecting Trevor Babin, who's between the nets. And the forwards for tonight, Zach Zolkanich did not play last night. In the lineup tonight, should be noted, Roman Gaudet out. That's who Zolkanich is in for. Tommy Cardinal and Derek McKema all on the front line for Motor City Rockers. Should be a good lineup. And Ben, I'm excited to see how they attack, how they change things up a little bit. Everyone's always hurting a little bit there in the hockey season, but you got to see how you push through, and that's why Gordy Brown likes to have three lines that can all score. They don't have a guy, but they can use depth, and their first line is just as dangerous as their third line.
Yeah, that's the idea. Spread, good pairings, good chemistry, and we'll see how Zolkanich will join this crowd. He hasn't played in a little bit, but he is capable. He is a veteran of the league. He can do yeoman's work on the front line. Bakima's ready. Ruiz is ready. I hope you're ready. We're ready for Rockers hockey right here in Fraser, Michigan. Face-off controlled by the Hat Tricks. Danbury trying to get this one out. Good pass to Ruiz. Gives it up to the near side to Sheehan. Sheehan had it there for a moment. Poked off his stick. Danbury, though, can't find tape to tape. That will be icing. Trying to get that one out was Xavier Abdella. But it's going to go 200 feet in the offensive zone. Good early moment here for the Rockers. They're going to get a line change in. Koch is coming in. Bartlett's coming in. So is Conway. These guys can get points. It's going to be a big face-off in the O-zone.
And for Rockers fans that weren't with us last night, keep an eye on number 19, Johnny Ruiz. Had the game winner, 2 goals, and just a really nice player for the Hat Tricks.
Puck behind the net. Conway looking for a center. It's going to get broken up. Danbury getting the breakout out. It's Bonald just going to dump it on in. He's going to finally go to the bench. Babin is going to rim it out to the far side. White tries to board it out. Good pinch off there. White will battle for it. Gets it into the neutral zone. Danbury trying to get control of it here. Wearing a nice orange sweater, black shorts, orange socks. Definitely pops on the screen. Something you like to see. Puck's going to come to Wilson. He'll scoop it. He'll freeze it right there.
Both sides feeling each other out, even though they played last night, and it took until the second period to get the first goal. Again, you're hoping you keep sustained pressure on Danbury and keep the pressure on Brian Wilson. He showed last night he's a heck of a goaltender, and you have to keep that puck in the zone if you want to try to strike early.
Yeah, they're going to wave off the icing. Breaking the icing was number 55, Pamela. Man from Hawaii playing hockey all the way here, basically in the continental Midwest. Here comes the Rockers with an opportunity. Colton offers a backhand. That comes out. Still playing, but the refs will blow that one dead. Crashing into the net there was Artie Alekin. Good to see him back out on the ice. We haven't seen him in a little bit. He was working on Thursday. It was funny. After practice, he was trying to learn how to do the Michigan. And after about 5 or 6 tries, Artie was yelling at the stick, yelling at the puck, trying to understand how to do the Michigan. It might take one of those goals maybe to beat Wilson tonight.
Alekin, the other lineup change, he's in. Jonathan Giuliano out tonight, but for the most part, same lineup as a night ago.
Yep, that's a good call. And also, we've been rolling quick lines. In the first minute and a half, we've seen all the lines as now the top line is back out. Cardinal offering some pressure to the near side. Danbury having trouble getting out of the D zone, trying to get that breakout pass on the stick of Mock. Mock will now dump it on in. Colton sends it backwards to Mock. He's going to play it to the point. Here's a quick shot. Puck still loose. Babin making 2 saves. Still in the slot. 3rd save. Big save there by Trevor Babin as it's glassed out by the Rockers. My goodness. Babin doing an encore performance from last night. Good forechecking pressure by the Rockers, trying to get control of it. Contrado pitchforks this one all the way down. Wilson settles it. It's going to be slapped at by Gibbs to the far side. Now it's going to be controlled by White Duck. Sends it back up to Bonnell, but He overskates it. Here's Ruiz. Ruiz comes with it. It's just him and Sheehan. He's going to fire it wide. Picking up the rebound is Contrado. Gets hit, taken off the puck. Danbury has a man in the slot. They're not going to find him. There's Bonnell again. Gets the puck, backhands that one into a crowd. Good block there by Clouston. Puck's going to come out to the neutral zone. Gonzalez offers a quick D to D. Danbury just flips it on in on the stick of Abdallah. Clouston will pick it up and hold it there. Contrado and Clouston doing a little D to D. Trying to see if Danbury will blink first. Here comes the breakout. Clouston gets it to Conway. Conway tries to find Bartlett. That's going to be broken up nicely, and Abdallah gets it back into the neutral zone.
And a lot of what we saw last night, they get in the neutral zone, turn it over pretty quickly, and Babin having to make another save. They've been relying heavily on Trevor Babin early, with good reason. He's a heck of a netminder. But again, you don't want to have to rely too much on the goalie.
Yeah, no. And Babin has been playing well, but the shots on goal have been pretty quick, pretty furious. We'll see if we can get those for you in just a second. Face-off, though, controlled by Motor City. Shots on goal have not been, oh, here they come. 3-2 in favor of Danbury. That one gets dumped on in. Wilson again will settle it behind the cage. Not under pressure, though, in duress. Ryder sends it back. Lambden overskates it. Suffredini comes down from the point to play it. Now, Lambden gets to the puck again. Little shoulder battle on the far side. Ryder's going to come in to help. He's going to get punched off by Richards. Richards and him are going to battle now into the corner. Who's going to come out with the puck? Richards ties up still. Ryder's waiting for it. He gets it along the boards, gets it back to the point. Here's Suffredini with it now. There's a deflection high and wide off the stick there of Lambden.
What you saw moments ago is what Danbury does in defensive zone. They muck it up. They make it hard to get clean passes off, and you only have one or two chances to really get a good look at Wilson.
Lambden comes to the near side to pick the puck up, gets it to Suffredini. Suffredini's been playing well the past couple of weekends. Like the way he's been playing that back line. Good pairing with White. No call as play will continue. Pamelayan has it at the far side, fires a shot. Easy glove save there by Babin, and he'll freeze it. That is one thing Coach Brown has really done. We talked about mixing and matching on the lines, finding good pairings. And the back, though, the D-lines have been really good pairings. You have Clouston and Contrado, who've known each other for years. Suffredini and White doing a good job being paired there, back there. It's just really good chemistry that these Rockers have. Yeah,
and they've done a good job for the most part. I mean, there were times last night where the D definitely helped Babin out in net, getting in front of a few shots, but again, now they have to work on getting it out, and again, another missed pass. Saw a lot of those last night that led to offensive zone draws to Danbury.
Yeah, and it's funny because all week that's part of the fundamental work that they were doing, getting those tape-to-tape breakouts. And as I was watching practice, Gordy does something that's very unique. Obviously, you're going to see tires on the ice. He actually uses tires to where you're going to be missing basically a window of a foot. You're going to hit a tire on a stretch pass. So working on getting that accuracy and tape-to-tape. Danbury pushes it out to the near side corner. Puck is still free. Zolkanich tries to cut it off there. Coming out with it is Mock. Now it's going to come out into the neutral zone, settle down on the stick of Gibbs. Gibbs gives it up to Yao, who will just dump it on in. Hard bank off the rear boards. Colton gives it up. Rockers trying to get it out of the zone. They do on the second effort. Going to be offsides. Everyone has to tag up. Bartlett offering some forechecking pressure. Again, he was the hero last night. He has good feet, moves well. He's going to get this puck on the stretch pass. Here's Bartlett, absorbs a hit. Again, Motor City has to tag up. Coach will just look at it, plays it, and Conway's now back onside.
Had a chance to catch Danbury on a line change. The pass just didn't have enough behind it. Missed opportunity for Motor City early to maybe get a cheeky goal.
Yeah. We saw that too last night a couple of times. Little had to check up and hold on to the blue line. Danbury gives it up to the far side. Bonnell will give it up to the blue line. Hatrick's looking for a shot here. It's going to be punched away by Babin. There's another one that got deflected in front. Babin getting his body in front of it. playing well so far as the puck comes out into the neutral zone.
That's how Danbury scored the middle goal of their 3 last night. Third period, shot was up near the crossbar, and Rees just able to knock it down. That time, Bono with the hand-eye coordination just couldn't get it past Babin.
Contrado tries to get it out. He'll glass it. Clouston overskates the puck. Danbury will settle it down. Here comes the offensive attack. Richards will just dump it on in. Babin says, I'll play it. Contrado will settle it down behind the net. Good forechecking pressure, but doesn't make Contrado make a mistake. Here's Ryder getting the breakout going for Motor City. Drops it off. Clouston crosses the blue line, fires a shot. Looking for that hard dump was Clouston. Just went into a crowd. Maybe a better opportunity for that. Here we go. Media timeout while we have that opportunity. What have you seen so far? First, though, give us the shots on goal.
8-2, Danbury out shooting Motor City. And again, when Motor City's gotten the puck inside the Danbury blue line, they haven't been able to find those open lanes. And when they have, they miss a pass, and it takes them out of rhythm, takes them out of the cycle. Just that little difference between keeping possession, not having to reach out, and getting the puck right on the tape. That's been the difference early, and that's why Danbury is quadrupling the Motor City shots about 7 minutes in.
Yeah, and as you mentioned in the pregame, the shots on goal yesterday, it was a huge, disparity over 20 shots on goal difference, and part of it has to be style of play, right? I mean, we know the Rockers like to move the offense with its defense, right? And of course, Danbury, we were talking about with an away roster, you have that strategy as well. Trying to play good defense to spring your offense, but it seems like the Hat-Tricks are able to do a better job finding tape-to-tape to spring that offense.
Yeah, and they're just able to, cycle it through a few more times. Danbury is when they're in the Motor City zone. Motor City's had spurts where they've looked really good. They just haven't come as often as you would like as a Rockers fan.
Face off at center ice, gets tied up. Coming out with it is Alekin. Alekin dekes around a pinch, gets it to the end line, tries to center it in front. Lambden pushes that one wide. Here come Danbury, coming out with it. Dumped on in, chasing after is Richards. Richards now tries to center it. With the puck was Dowler. Now Pamelayan with it. Pamelayan's just going to ride this one out, drops this one back down. There's a quick shot. Oh, deflected off the boot of Sufferdini. That was offered on the stick of Dowler. And the Hat-Tricks are not only getting back to the puck, but look at that. Kuznetsov, Russian skater. Oh, firing a hard shot, center mass save. But man, nice little effortless S-curves throughout the neutral zone, getting a look there.
Yeah, he was flying down the ice, got a chance in the low shot. Babin did a nice job giving him a really small angle to go for. Tried to go 5-hole, and Babin swallowed it up very quickly.
Yeah, Kuznetsov was signed on November 4th, and since he was signed, he basically got a point a game for Danbury. So he's a guy that can definitely get points as well, as of course they are without one of their best point getters in Dustin Jasso, who does not travel on the road. I will say this though, Johnny Ruiz, we've talked about him before. He now leads the league in game-winning goals with 4 after last night. He was tied with Dustin at 3. Rockers trying to find an opportunity to get the puck through the slot. Makima, they can't find tape-to-tape. Coming out with it now is Mock. Mock leading the charge. It's a 3-on-4. There's a quick shot turned away there by Babin. Zolkanich has the puck. Good cross-ice pass, leading that breakout. Dumped in nicely on the stick of Colton as there's a line change behind the play.
The last rush for Motor City when they had it, and again, feels like all weekend we've said, if they just got that extra inch, if they just get it on the tape, a chance for a centering opportunity that would have been a great chance to get an early goal, and it just misses by a hair. Have to find a way to get that extra inch.
Yes, you do. Again, precision passing, it's what they were working on in the fundamental drills in practice this week. Centering opportunity. Oh, Danbury almost had that one. That was Sheehan. Sheehan, of course, a product of Shattuck St. Mary's. Good hockey program out there. Jonathan Taves, Jack Johnson, and the like. Here's Conway, drops this one off. Koch fires it, bounces off. Good block there by Abdallah. Gets an offensive push. Sheehan gets it into the zone. Fires that one. It's going to be deflected by Clouston into the safety netting. But, man. Coach had a good look. He had a couple of good looks. He had a good look in the first period yesterday. Was a backhander that just rode that crossbar. Almost had a good look there. It just got blocked.
And again, Danbury does a good job just finding a way to get in front of pucks. Ben, and now 3.5 periods, or more than that with overtime, Motor City hasn't had too many clean looks at the net. And again, with this zone they run, if you can get it to the middle of the ice, that causes everyone to suck in, and then you have opportunities, passing lanes back to the side.
Yeah, here's, excuse me, thought it was Gonzalez. Instead it's Kuznetsov who dumps it on in. Motor City working on that breakout. Alekin gets it into the neutral zone. It gets poked off of his stick. With it now is Dowler. Gives it on a quick D to D. That's Cody Gibbs, dumps it on in. But Ryder comes out with it, leading the breakout, crossing the timeline, gives a cross ice pass. That's just going to be good as a dump in. Here's Contrado's going to come in from the point to play it to the end line. Ryder can't stop it. Clouston going to try to break up this opportunity here for Danbury. He rides Marchand along the boards, but it doesn't happen. Here's Marchand with a shot. Good save there by Babin, and Marchand not only was ridden on the near side, found a way to break out of it, and Marchand had a good look. Did not feel like it was that quick for a media timeout, but we have a media timeout. We can give you a quick update on shots on goals. What do we have, Brady?
Still Danbury dominating shots on goal, and really time of possession 11-4. They picked up right where they left off a night ago. Motor City's had some chances, but again, Danbury does a really good job of limiting the time Motor City spends with the puck and getting it at least into neutral ice and giving their defense a chance to reset.
Yeah, there's other games going on tonight as well across the league. Obviously, Elmira and Watertown will not play. In the western part of New York, 6.5 feet of snow.
It's a lot of snow.
So you want to make sure people aren't going out anywhere. You want to be hunkered down. You want to make sure you're safe. But what's going on around the league?
Carolina 5-2 lead over Mississippi. They won 11-2 a night ago. Port Huron and Columbus, the puck will drop at 7:45 Eastern time. The only other game taking place, Binghamton 1, Delaware nothing, that game in the first period.
Of course, Watertown, you hope that they can dig out of the snow. They're the opponent on Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. If you're going to have family over, bring them to the game. Bring them down. We got the Genesis Kids Zone. You can play mini sticks. You can get your face painted. A lot of good stuff happening here at the rink. Of course, we have our merchandise over in the corner as well. If you're looking for tickets, just go to mcrockers.com/tickets. You can get tickets right there. Good family-friendly pricing. Here's Marchand with the puck now. In the neutral zone, it's going to be offsides as Mock just couldn't stretch out far enough. So far, though, in this action, it's been pretty clean. No penalties just yet. Of course, it was like that last night as well. It started off clean and a good clean game, and then it got ugly and dirty as the teams were getting frustrated in the third period.
Well, and a fair bit of the penalties for Motor City were just, I don't want to say lazy penalties, but tired penalties.
Yes.
Not moving their feet, reaching their stick out. That was the penalty that led to the power play that eventually Danbury scored the game winner on. You won't see that. You didn't see that in the first period, but as the game wears on, see who keeps their feet moving and makes that extra effort.
Here's Cardinal with the puck, gives it to Suffredini. Suffredini offers a blast that gets deflected just over the net. I believe that was Makima who offered that one. There's another shot on Wilson. It's going to get punched out. White plays in and goes for it, Brady. Go ahead.
I like Suffredini throwing it on net, mixing it up. It led to another opportunity. Sometimes when they're sitting back in the zone, just fire it through. A lot of traffic in front of Wilson. Might be able to get one by him.
Another line change behind the play. The Rockers looking to intercept that one, but again, they have to tag up, and they do. Danbury will take advantage of it. Good cross-ice pass. Banged there by Lugo, but Rotundi, who had a great game yesterday, gets the puck, gives it to Bartlett. Now to Conway. Good one-touch. Conway offering a deke to the far side. There's a backhand. Wilson still stops it with his shoulder and freezes it right there. Declan Conway, he's a goal scorer. He's a point getter as well.
And again, I don't mind that backhand. No, that's a pretty low percentage shot, but what it does, it gives you the offensive zone draw, gives you guys the coach a chance to get the guys he wants on the ice and get a chance to keep the puck in the zone.
Speaking of keeping the puck in the zone, Rotundi had a hard time there. Gets knocked down. He gets right back up, tries to get it, overskates it. Here's Ruiz. Ruiz trying to start some offense. Good saucer pass, gets broken up by Conway.
That's nothing but effort from Declan Conway. Got in front of, got back on a 2-on-1 and took away that pass.
Here's Koch finding Bartlett as a trailer. Koch is going to go around. Bartlett will pick up the loose change. Tried a centering opportunity. No one was there. Conway's going to fire a shot. Sheehan breaks that one up. Bartlett will pick up the rebound. Centers that one. Going to be broken up again by Sheehan. That's twice. Motor City in retreat will hold on to the puck. Rotundi surveying the ice, seeing what he can do with it. Offers a backhand. That was intended, but broken up. Bonnell tries to center that one. That gets broken up. A lot of sticks in the passing lanes early. Not good tape-to-tape passing, but again, it's getting that effort to the puck. There's one to Babin. That should be goaltender interference. And now you're going to, knew that was coming. Josh Colton comes in to offer some protection, and Johnny Ruiz just came into the crease.
Well, incidental or not, any team worth their weight won't allow that to happen. Anytime the netminder ends up on his back, and it actually looked like it might have been a little contact from Rotundi just pushing around, and I think that's why are we going to have a penalty on this? I don't believe so.
They're just going to let play continue, but I think because Rotundi checked Ruiz in, you're going to let that slide.
But again, anytime you see a different colored jersey on top of your netminder, you have to come in and just let them know that you took notice of it and let your goalie know that you have his back. I like that they let it play on and didn't send anyone to the box.
Like that as well. Like that the Rockers won that face-off. Contrado is going to wait, looking to see where he can break this one out to. Gives it to Klauston, goes cross-ice. No one's there for it. Gonzalez will pick up the puck for Danbury. Gets a good stretch ice pass to Kuznetsov, but gets taken off the puck there by Klauston. Klauston's going to stop and survey using the net as protection. Motor City just kind of dangling, waiting to see what Kuznetsov does. He offers a jab, and now here comes the stretch pass. Lambden gets the puck. Lambden has an opportunity, tries to go 5-hole. Puck still loose. Good save there by Wilson.
And one thing that can help break the zone is if you take the lead, especially as the game goes on, Danbury might not be as willing to sit back and sit in the zone. If you can get on top, you have an opportunity.
Well, there was a save on a shot by Kuznetsov. Now there's more extracurriculars. Klauston on top. I can't see who the Danbury player is, but Klauston took exception to it.
And I think Babin just picked up a penalty.
Yep, Babin broke the stick. Kind of gave a stomp on the stick to break it. That stick belongs to Luke Richards. Klauston's going to the box, maybe serving time on behalf of Trevor Babin.
Yeah, Babin thought all the attention was to his right. Tried to get away with one. And that's just, he's really good net and he plays with an edge bend, but that's just one you look at him and go, come on. There was no point to that.
Well, now to be fair, yes, he did. Did he stomp on his stick to break it? Yes, but also was the stick in between his blades and the blade guard?
Yes. He also skated out of the crease.
Yes, he did.
No, that's one you just go, dude, come on.
I know.
What are you doing? I don't know if you cost if you're going to cost your team a power play or put them down, but either way, that's just one that I know you're in the heat of the game, and he does play with an edge, and some goalies and some players have to play with a little bit of hate in their heart as they go on, but not when it puts your team down a player or cost them a man advantage.
Yeah, Danbury about to go on the power play. They only have a 14% conversion rate on the power play, but it does give Motor City an opportunity.
Oh, it's going to put them down 2?
Ooh.
Yeah, that makes that, ooh.
That makes that really bad. Yeah, Von Klauston's in the box, and of course, someone else will be in the box for Babin. They put, obviously, 2 minutes there, but it brings up a penalty kill opportunity. This opportunity brought to you by Kustra Law for all your legal needs around the Metro Detroit area, including getting out of the penalty box. Just visit KustraLaw.com. Again, that's KustraLaw.com. So, yeah, big 5-on-3 upcoming.
And it looks like they will send Alikin to serve the penalty for Babin.
Yep, Alekin will go in. So Babin, no, actually, no. Well, okay, they need to update the scores table, but yeah, they gave the penalty unsportsmanlike conduct to Trevor Babin that will be served.
Why is Conway going to the box now? So why do we have 3 guys in the box? Clouston. Oh, did he get a misconduct?
Yeah, that's what it looks
2
like.
and a 10 for Vaughn Clouston. He'll head to the locker room getting ready for the first intermission, and that's just a bad sequence for Motor City. And you made a bad situation work. Like, Ben, I'm sorry, you can't go stomping on that stick.
No, you can't, no. I'm just saying how you can look at it from both sides, but you're right. There is no both sides in that argument. There's a shot, gets fired wide. That was on the stick there of Dowler. Dowler opened the scoring yesterday on the power play. And, of course, the crowd here is not happy with what they're seeing. Here come Danbury, come in with it. It is Gibbs. Gibbs loses the puck, and there's a hit at the blue line. Suffredini offers that one, but man in the slot, bounces off the post. Here comes an opportunity for the shorthand. Suffredini, it's off to the races. He goes down. We might have another penalty shot. Suffredini gets checked hard into the backboards right there by Dowler. This might be the second penalty shot in 2 weeks.
Well, let's see how they take this out, because Suffredini took a nasty spill into the boards. Let's wait and see how it's sorted out. But, Ben, I don't know how often you see a penalty shot for the shorthanded team 5-on-3.
Well,
and there's going to be a penalty shot.
It is going to be a penalty shot. We saw Scott Koch against Port Huron a couple of weeks ago get a penalty shot. He scored on it.
Are they going to let?
And I
think it should be Suffredini, shouldn't it?
It should be Suffredini, and that's why. Yeah, they got to let Dante take the shot.
I was going to say the only way it wouldn't be is if Suffredini's hurt,
which could be the case. He did take a hard ride into the boards. So here's Koch. He scored one. He has the first one in franchise history.
And that's what the Danbury bench is barking about. Yep. They're saying he's not the one that took the penalty.
Yeah, and then Koch is yelling he's injured. Yep. And that's what Gordy is going to tell the head official here, that Dante Suffredini cannot take it. As going to the bench is Gene Paul talking with Gordy Brown saying, hey, no, Dante, if he's okay, he needs to take it.
Yeah, I think he might have been banged up a little bit, but I have a feeling the next shift he was going to come out. But still, hey, I know he's a defenseman. You want to get your best shootout guy there, but still, a shorthanded attempt or a shorthanded breakaway leading to a penalty shot. Hey, can't ask for much more down 5-on-3.
Yeah, Dante Suffredini has 2 goals. Let's see what he can do here with the penalty shot. Suffredini takes it as the crowd rises to his feet. Goes to the forehand. There's a shot. He hit the post. He had Wilson beat. And Dante just hit the extra defender in the 4x6, and that's going to stay a 0-0 game.
All right, it's evened up, Ben. Danbury's hit a post. Motor City's hit a post. Call it even. But that's an opportunity to steal a goal, and now you're focused on killing the next 107. And this faceoff, very important, just to milk this clock a little more.
Yeah, of course, the posts are sponsored by Iconic Goaltending. They have clinics in the Metro Detroit area for young goaltenders looking to improve their game. Information on private lessons, team skates, and performance analysis can be found at iconicgoaltending.com. Here come Danbury with the puck. To get into the zone, Koch pokes, checks this one back into the neutral zone. 50 seconds left of this 5-on-3. Koch doing a good job getting control of the puck, looking to kill some time. Now he'll get the clear. That's
an aggressive play, a risky one, but it pays off. If Koch doesn't pick that puck and get the puck back, it's odd numbers the other way, but he does a good job. Kills an extra handful of seconds on the penalty kill.
Here's Danbury trying to get an opportunity here. Kuznetsov with the puck. Gets it to the end line, gets it back to Ruiz, now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cycles this one down low. Now here's Ruiz. Back to Ruiz. He's at the far side circle, gives it to the near side, and that's a shot. Going to go into the netting. That was off the stick of Bonnell. There's only 12 seconds left. Dodged a bullet so far. And another media timeout. These media timeouts are just coming fast.
It's been a fast first period, and they've done a good job, Motor City has, of killing the first 90% of this penalty. The catch-22 with getting 2 penalties at the same time is the 5-on-3. When it ends, it's just over. It's back to 5-on-5. Yep. Have full 2 minutes of 5-on-3. But Motor City can survive this draw. Get it. If they get a win and a clear, you feel really good that you just killed 2 penalties simultaneously. And honestly, Danbury hasn't had a ton of attacking time in the past minute 48.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot, and Motor City closing the gap with shots on goal. Danbury has 12. Motor City has 8. Motor City getting back into it offensively, and surprisingly enough, used the 5-on-3 to do so almost. Again, almost getting a goal with the penalty shot.
Huge draw, as I mentioned. If you can win this, flip it up and out, because with the 12 seconds, you're going to have 2 guys trying to spill out of that penalty box. And you'd rather have them come out with the play in front of them than have to chase from behind.
Yeah. Yep, and it's going to be an interesting opportunity to see what they can do with these last 12 seconds. Again, Danbury isn't great on the power play, but 5-on-5, they're pretty darn good.
Maybe try to tie him up and just wait for the cavalry to come flying out of the box.
That's what I'm thinking. Good face-off win for the Hat-Tricks. Puck gets cycled down. Here's Mock. There's a far side shot. That gets pushed wide. Puck, it did not come out. Good job keeping that one in was Adela, and here comes the cavalry. The crowd here at Big Boy Arena is giving a round of applause. Conway plays it along the wall. Now it's going to be moved up. Wilson has to touch it. It's not going to be icing. It's going to be frozen there. And Bartlett gives him a snow shower and then absorbs a hit and sends Abdallah down as well.
Now, are they going to send them both to the box? Or
I think they're just saying, no, go to your bench.
All right.
There's nothing there. Right?
No, it just, again, it's chippy. And it did seem like Abdallah was trying to lay the hit. And Bartlett took that pretty well.
Bartlett, again, not a big guy, but he has a big heart. He does not shy away from any man at 5'8", and that's generous. That is a roster.
Showed off his balance.
Yes, great balance. Again, he has great feet. It's what you like to see in a guy who has great heart, too. Danbury comes out with the puck, though. Lugo gives it up here to the near side. With it now is Dowler. Just dumps it on in. Marchand will play it, but he overskates the puck. Ian White makes him pay for that mistake and leads the breakout. Here's a cross ice. Solkanich drops it off to Makima, who loses the puck as he entered the slot. It's going to be a turnover. Coming with it now is Mock. Just dumps this one on in. Babin looks, surveys, and will freeze the puck right there.
One thing I like about having Zach Solkanich in the lineup, he has a good hockey IQ. He knows where the player should be. I like the drop pass there. Didn't work out, but he's a smart player to have on the ice. Hasn't been on the ice a ton this year, but once he gets into the swing of things, hoping for Zach Solkanich to be a guy that maybe by mid-December we're talking about.
Yeah, kind of like the same as Jonathan Giuliano. Both guys been in the league a long time, a good hockey IQ, understands the game, and so you're kind of dropping one for the same guy almost. Motor City trying to get the puck out of their own end. Good swipe, but here's Ruiz, keeps it on in. Sheehan takes a hit. Motor City. Go ahead.
No, just got to keep your head up. That's all. That's all there is to say on that one. He was looking down at his feet and he got rocked, paid for it.
Yeah, well, it's funny. A kid from Shattuck, you'd think you'd know, keep your head up and play. But, yeah, absorbed that hit as Danbury now trying to get the puck out of their own end. Yao gives it up to the near side. Sheehan, man we were just talking about, gets the puck, walks it on into the zone. Sheehan carries it to the far side. Surveys. Now he's going to give it down low to Gibbs. Centering opportunity. That gets broken up. Motor City gets the clear as Yao tries to control it. Now he does in the neutral zone. Little line change behind the play for the Hat-Tricks. Tell you why they're the Hat-Tricks before we get into intermission. It's a fun little story. Did some research on it. Here comes Contrado, offers it to Rotondi. Rotondi with a cross-ice pass on the stick now of Lambden. Lambden back to Rotondi on the near side. Ryan gets it in, fires a shot, easy center mass save. As Wilson freezes it there.
Again, not having a great job getting it through the neutral zone, so once you get it past the blue line, fire it to the middle of Wilson, has to cover it up, get an offensive zone draw, and a chance to set up your offense.
Here's Ryder in the face-off circle on the near side. Him and Ruiz will do battle. Ryder wins that draw for Motor City. White with it now. He's going to be actually paired with Colton. They actually broke up the D pairings, which is interesting enough. Motor City still has the puck. Ryder offering a little shield as he goes to the far side, stops at the point. White sees it, feels it, breaks down to the net. Ian picks up the rebound, centering opportunity. Ryder tries to get a stick on it. Instead, now here comes Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov wasting little time, fires a shot. It's going to be punched away as it gets deflected to the far side. Danbury trying to pick this one up. Lugo keeps it in. Going to walk to the slot. There's another one. Oh, Babin had no idea where that one was as it goes wide.
Whole rush started because two guys from Motor City just couldn't quite get it on the stick. Ben, you're waiting for them to finally connect and get a really pretty goal.
Yes, we are. Danbury with a good look here on the near side. Oh, good block. Again, is that Lambden?
That is Lambden.
That kid sacrifices his body like he doesn't care what happens to it. Colton tries to pick it up on the near side, plays it along the wall. Lambden gets this one out as he absorbs a hit. Now he's going to get back up and offering forechecking pressure. Danbury gets it to the stick of Lugo. Lugo sends it back. Abdallah gives it up to the near side to Gonzalez. Moves this one ahead. Marchand jumps around, absorbs another hit, and offsides is Mock. Again, Marchand is 6'5", 220 from Burlington, Ontario. Skates pretty well, too. So face-off is just outside the zone. We have a loose puck here. Contrado just knocks that away. In the face-off circle, looks like we have Sheehan winning that draw for Danbury. One thing I do like here about Big Boy Arena, the music's always good.
Yes, it is. And had a quick discussion with the timer. Have to redo that draw.
Yeah, I think they wanted to do the announcement of not throwing anything on the ice, as again, we had a puck on the ice a few moments ago, but Motor City will win the draw. Cardinal tips this one on the stretch pass. Wilson's going to settle it down. He's going to play it. Cardinal pinches it off at the wall. Zokanich is going to offer some forechecking pressure to the near side. Puck now in the corner. Danbury having a hard time. They're going to get this one out. It could be icing. And it is. Goes all the way 200 feet, so we'll get another face-off in the offensive zone for the Rockers.
And I like the way they've flipped the script ever since they killed that 5-on-3. It felt like a big win for Motor City, and they've evened up the shots since then. Only 13-10 now. Danbury in front. Motor City now taking the play towards the Danbury end.
Good face-off there. Cannot be controlled by Bartlett, but he offers more forechecking pressure. Danbury only has 20 seconds left on the clock. Sheehan has the puck. Gets it into the offensive zone, then gets taken off the puck. And there's a good stretch pass. Here's Koch all alone. There's a shot. Shallow side. Doesn't go anywhere. Good eyes, though, Brady. You saw Koch already breaking out for it. Again, finding tape to tape.
They say it's a game of inches, and that's why. A pass 6 inches closer to him, and I don't know if he scores because it's still a tough angle, but he has a much better opportunity to score. It's those little things that make the difference between being tied and maybe having a goal or two in this first period. Danbury, again, they could say the same things. Both sides hit a post. Both sides played pretty well through the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, first 20 minutes, kind of like the last 20 minutes of yesterday's game, the first 20 minutes of yesterday's game. Kind of clean, couple of opportunities for both teams. Still trying to feel each other out, trying to find those opportunities. What have you seen in the first 20 minutes of action that maybe is a little bit different from yesterday?
I've seen both sides get some opportunities. Obviously, the penalty shot. Danbury early was attacking, and I was a little worried that they'd continue their success from the end of the game, but I like the way Motor City responded. I like that Motor City isn't afraid to throw shots from the blue line, set up offensive zone draws, and not just try the same thing over and over again. They're getting better opportunities, and the one thing that hasn't changed, both goalies are still playing really well.
Yeah, also, we have a good crowd here tonight. It's kind of still of a late filling in crowd, but it's a better crowd than we had last night. Again, want to come down, watch good hockey. There will be a hockey game on Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving. If you have family in town, bring the family. We have the Genesis Kids Zone, and of course, if you're looking for tickets, go to mcrockershockey.com/tickets. We have cold adult beverages, family fun. Come see the Rockers play Danbury. And, of course, if you do, another thing you should do is bring some canned goods with you. Why? Because you'll get a discount on the tickets, as benefits will go to the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry. You get $2 off each ticket if you bring in 3 or more non-perishable food items. We do ask, though, since we are going to be transporting them, we ask that they are cans. They're not in a glass container. We don't want them to break on delivery. And, of course, vouchers will be given at the entrance as well. Really quickly, we will give you some intermission stats. Brady, can you recap the shots on goal and the power play situation for us as well?
Had 13 shots for Danbury, 10 for your Motor City Rockers. Had just the 1 spree of penalties, the 2 and a 10 for, a 2 and a game for Vaughn Clouston. Got 2 for roughing and a game for gross misconduct. And Trevor Babin had the 2-minute timeout served by it was Declan Conway for stomping on the stick of a Danbury player.
And, of course, Motor City was able to get a penalty kill in both of those. And, of course, intermission stats brought to you by Triumph Geared Solutions. Machinist jobs are available right here in the Metro Detroit area. Just go to careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. Again, that is careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. There's machinist jobs all over. Work with your hands. If you take pride in your work, we'd love you to get a job in this market. Of course, I did mention I will let you know the whole history behind the hat trick. So we do know a man by the name of Sammy Taft had a hat shop in Toronto. He had a promotion where he was going to give a player, if he got 3 goals, he was going to give a player a free hat as a part of a promotion. And, of course, Hat City, United States of America is Danbury. And so that's how you get the name Hat Tricks. Danbury is the hat capital of the United States. At one point, they produced more than 20,000 hats annually. And as the years went on, they got up to more than 20,000 hats annually. They actually got up to 1.5 million hats annually. And since Sammy Taft had that promotion, of course, we know if a player on the ice in Toronto, had the goal, fans would offer their hats to him in celebration. And, of course, being the hat capital of the world, just by law of averages, most of those hats were made in Danbury. So they adopted their heritage, gave the name to the team, and that's how they became the Danbury Hat Tricks. How do you like that?
Very nice, very nice. And a city that's well known, well experienced in the Fed.
Yes, it is. And we have more about their uniform. We will get to that later in the game as well. They have 5 diamonds, and, of course, they are well represented in the Fed because they had 5 teams, right? So that's why in their logos you always see 5 diamonds, and that's always a little special moment as well. But we're going to step away. We're going to catch our breath. We'll let you catch your breath, maybe take the dog out, and we'll come back with the start of the second period. Again, your score after 1, Motor City 0, Danbury 0. We'll be back with the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching Rockers Hockey on the Rockers TV network on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Fraser, Michigan here at Big Boy Arena. I'm Ben Salagi, of course, joined with Brady Beaton. And, of course, the Rockers have really been welcomed into this community. And on Monday, they went to the Immaculate Conception Ukraine Catholic School, and we made a stop. We made a visit. We brought a couple of players. Artie Alekin, Scott Koch, Trevor Babin, and Everett Thompson were all there. They were sharing stories on leadership and giving advice on leadership, helping, players got to speak to themselves, speak to their stories and things like that, and really interacting with the kids there at the school. And of course, we will also be having on December 2nd a Unite for Ukraine Refugees hockey night here at Motor City. A portion of the proceeds will go to the refugees and their families at Immaculate Conception, and all proceeds will go helping, field trips, school supplies, things like that, and other school activities. And we're encouraging fans that do come to Big Boy Arena on December 2nd to wear blue and yellow, of course, the colors of Ukraine. That game, of course, will be played against the Delaware Thunder. And if you're a fan of a certain someone that has a certain YouTube channel, a little birdie has told us he might be getting the start that night. And I'm not just saying that. It's actually something that I'm excited to see. I hope it comes true, because Travis Ridgen was supposed to get a start at the end of November, and they're going to give him an opportunity, apparently, on December 2nd against Delaware. It's going to be fun to see what Ridgen can do. We saw a little bit what Ridgen could do in Watertown. He came in when Babin got kicked out for fighting. Came in, got a win, and it was big for Ridgen. He was saying how he needs to get that confidence, that game confidence, and against a quality opponent like Watertown, he got it. I'm excited to see what he can do in a full skate. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to come down December 2nd. Game will start at 7:30 again. Portion of the proceeds will go to the refugees and their families at Immaculate Conception Ukrainian Catholic School. And it was a fun time. We were in Warren. It was a great opportunity, a fun assembly, and the kids all loved meeting the Rockers players. But as we were just saying, Brady, we've seen a lot of Trevor Babin. Of course, you're going to ride a hot goaltender until you can basically ride him until the wheels fall off. But on December 2nd, getting an opportunity to see Travis Ridgen in net, it's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it is, and you always want to ride one goalie, but you want to have the contingency plan. Hey, this isn't the NHL. Guys can get called up. Babin, probably one of the goalies being looked at when a call-up possibility is there. One thing I do want to correct, Von Clausen only got a 10-minute misconduct, and it wasn't gross misconduct. It was abuse of officials, which got him the 10-minute misconduct. So in about 4 minutes or so, we'll see number 20 back on the ice.
Well, that's good news. Look at you, Johnny on the spot, Brady Beaton, getting good news for everyone and good news for the Clauston family as Bobby will be coming out. But, of course, we have seen already, too, Blake Scott. Blake Scott did get a start in Port Huron. That was a big win as well, as we are getting the second period underway here at Big Boy Arena. Danbury trying to get control of the puck here in the neutral zone. It's going to be dumped in by Abdella. Sufferdini, who had the penalty shot in the first period, gets hit. Looking for that breakout. Makima's going to come in and help. There's some water still on the ice. Puck not moving as crispy and cleanly on the playing surface just yet. Thought maybe it would dry by now, but that's not the case. Sufferdini gets this one, plays it back into the neutral zone. Going back to get it is Gonzalez. Gonzalez has the puck, gets control of it, stops, surveys, and thinks about other plans. Now he's going to offer a bank pass that's going to go. It's going to be an icing.
Let's see if Motor City, instead of easing in like they did in the first period, take this offensive zone draw, take this as an opportunity to put a little pressure on Danbury early in this second period. Remember, the second period was when the first goals happened last night, and by the end of the second period, Ben, you noticed this very keenly, that near the end of the second, Motor City got a little tired as the second period drew to a close.
Yeah, that last 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes of the second period was a little bit of sloppy hockey, and we'll see what happens here. Here, Danbury offering a shot. Oh, Babin keeping that one. He has no idea where it is, and somehow it did not cross the goal mouth. Ross Bartlett helping, keeping that puck away from the line, and Babin was under it the whole time.
Whoa. It's a scary feeling when you close the trapper, feel like you have it in there, and then it's not there, it's still loose, and there was a scramble for it. Again, another opportunity for a goal, but both these goalies, just fundamentals, that's when you got to just play the percentages. Babin, a little bit of luck on his side, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, especially right there. Here comes Bartlett, cross-ice pass to Conway. Conway walks it in along the wall, fires a shot. Going to be poked, checked away there by Wilson. Puck now on the far side half wall. Danbury gets it out. Now it's going to come back, and Dowler sends it back to the near side. Going to be played there by Connor Lind. Lind now goes to play it. Koch beats him to it. There's a shot. Oh, he had Bartlett on the far side. Maybe he would have liked an opportunity to bang that home. Instead, tried to go shallow angle. And again, Brian Wilson was there to say, I don't think so.
Would have been a really tough pass. He did have the 2-on-1. Defender for Danbury did a nice job getting in the passing lane. Wilson did a nice job angling himself, so you can't really throw it off the pads. All he could do was try to go short side, and Wilson made the routine save.
Yeah, you're right. Checking replay. It was a shallow angle. As Colton has the puck, offers a D-to-D to Rotondi. Again, the defensive pairings have been broken up as this game's been going on. Been interesting enough. That gets dumped in by Landon. Elias Thompson offers a forechecking pressure. Here's Rotondi with a shot. It gets deflected in front. Now Danbury had to make a help save as Wilson was out of position. Now the puck goes from the far side to the near side. Gibbs gets control of it.
Call it even once again. Both sides hit a post. Both sides kept the scramble out of the net.
There's Gibbs. There's a shot. Rebound. Goal. Marchand gets a 1-0 lead for Danbury. There's a shot for the rebound. Hat Tricks have a 1-0 lead.
Nothing fancy. Shoot it low, hit the pad, and right there, Marchand's ready to bang it home, and that's all he had to do. Had a lot of open net in front of him.
Yeah, it was right there in the slot. Babin makes the initial save. Again, Trevor Babin can't be everywhere, and they're going to save that puck for Mike Marchand. That's his first. Ruiz got the puck, flicked it to the bench, said, save that one for Mike. Mike's going to get his picture like he just caught a fish at the end of the game, holding that puck for his first one. So tip the cap to him. Congrats on first goal. Danbury feeling good. They dump it on in. That was on the stick there of Gonzalez. Chasing after it was Ian White. Now it's going to be into the corner. Now to the point. Quick D-to-D. There's a shot by Gonzalez again. He offers a bank pass, though, off the end boards. Babin sees it and covers it up right there.
Danbury starting off the second period much the way they started off the first. In the Motor City Rockers zone, it led to the one goal. See if Motor City can make the adjustment to the adjustment and get a little more time on attack.
Yeah, so far the second period looking eerily similar to the first of yesterday. I mean, it was one of those you hope the results are different, but so far eerily similar to yesterday's game. Let's see how in Motor City yesterday was able to tie it up in 14 seconds. So see what they can do here. Here's Conway. Gets the puck, gets into the offensive zone, stops, lets Bartlett pass him. Now he cycles it down low. Bartlett goes for a wraparound. Good save there by Wilson.
Didn't result in a goal, but a good tape-to-tape pass to Conway and another tape-to-tape pass behind the net. Set up that opportunity. That's the small difference we were looking for in the first period.
That is. Kuznetsov falls down, still gets the puck off his stick. Richards trying to settle it down. Now Richards will chase after it to the near side. He'll finally dump it down low. Pemeleon had it there for a second. Now Koch tries to get this one out, and he does. Conway tries to get to the puck, falls down, incidental contact. No hand goes up. Danbury looking for an opportunity here. Lind dumps it in. It's going to be icing as it was behind 2 lines.
And I like to see that the Rockers did start to connect on the passes as Von Clouston finally is done serving his 10-minute misconduct, and that's why the D pairings have been broken up. Clouston in the sin bin have to change that up a bit, but hey, those are the passes that lead to the opportunities. I said it yesterday and I'll say it all season long. Don't be result-based, be process-based.
Rotondi tried to dump that one in, bounced off a couple of orange sweaters. He gets a second opportunity to dump it on in. Now Lind will have control of it. Lind was a recent signing to Danbury, and it's going to be a pitchfork as it's going to be chased in. Palamayan, centering opportunity. That gets broken up. Getting a stick on that one, I believe, was Makima. No, excuse me, Rotondi. Coming in now, it's Mock. Behind the play, there's a penalty. It's going to go on Motor City. Marchand went tumbling. They're going to call tripping. Let's see who the guilty party is. It looks like Cade Lambden.
Waiting to see on our replay where it happened. Oh, yep. Trying to get in front of the pass, went low. And Marchand couldn't get around him. And that's an easy call for the official.
Yeah, Marchand was the goal scorer earlier. Was assisted by Gibbs. Oh, yeah. Here comes another power play opportunity. Danbury could not cash in with the 5-on-3 in the first. Let's see what they do here. There's a shot. Gonzalez, center mass save for Babin. But on Marchand's goal, it was assisted by Cody Gibbs. That's his second assist of the season. It was also assisted by Tristan Mock. That was his second assist as well, as Ruiz wins that draw for Danbury. Here's Gonzalez. Gives it back to the far side. Kuznetsov fires that one high and wide. Ruiz will pick up the change along the boards. Back out to Gonzalez at the point. Still going to survey, fires a shot. Screening in front there was Bonnell. But instead, Babin was able to see it and stopped it the whole way.
And you mentioned earlier about how Danbury might not be the best at the power play. That might not be where they thrive. But so far this weekend, we've seen 2 Danbury power play goals, the one that ended the game last night. Next 94 seconds will loom large. Danbury is a team that a 2-goal deficit feels like a 4 or 5-goal deficit the way they play defense.
Yeah, Danbury also second in the league in goal differential. Entering this weekend, they were at 23, only behind Columbus's 27, so they can pour it on you. Here's Kuznetsov, gets it back to Bonnell, gets it down low. Sheehan has it, fights off a rocker. Now he's going to give it back to the end line to Bonnell. Bonnell's going to get pestered there by Colton. Colton doing a good job shading. Back to Kuznetsov, now to Gonzalez. Kuznetsov with the puck, back to Gonzalez. Ruiz looking for an opportunity. Bad pass, it's going to be cleared out by Ryder. Conway breaking up, and Conway was upset. He wanted to chase after that puck. He's going to get a line change instead. 50 seconds left here in the man advantage.
Tell Conway and that group getting a little tired. He was starting to leak out a bit. Good chance and good opportunity to get 4 fresh sets of legs on the ice.
Yeah, it's Makima, Koch, Clouston on the ice, and a player that's down is Contrado behind the play. I was looking for the other one, and Contrado's not getting up.
Ooh.
Contrado's down. He tried to get up, he can't get up, and immediately Babin and Clouston immediately went to the bench and said, we need trainer help.
Yeah, he takes a big hit into the boards. And, I mean, even the Danbury bench was calling for the trainer to come out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he got hit hard. Got launched into the boards as well. Again, he tried to get right back up, did a sit-up, and then felt the aftershocks of that.
And what you hope it's not is you hope it's not anything to the head or neck area where your body's telling you to get up, but you're just not able to.
Yeah, Contrado's now appearing in his 10th game. Again, trying to see. Can't really see from our vantage point what's going on. We still see Zolkanich down there. He brought in a water bottle to Contrado. Again, you hope he's okay. Babin's still checking him out as well. And one thing that cannot be stated enough is the closeness of this team. Again, it's only been a month's worth of hockey here for Motor City, but they've gotten better each week. They care about the systems, they care about practice, and they care about each other. If you want to see how they actually interact, it's amazing. It's like a brotherhood. It's not even like a fraternity. They truly care for one another. And yeah, I mean, Contrado's still down, and now more players checking on them.
Oh. Looks like he may have been cut.
Yep, they have a towel above the right eye. He's holding it.
Ooh, there's a lot of red on the inside of that towel.
Yep, that's enticing for a bowl or jaws. That is a lot of red on that Gatorade towel. But
might end up with a few stitches, but
yeah. Contrado's a tough guy. This is the second time he and my hockey careers have intertwined. Got to call a couple of his games at U of M Dearborn when he was there. Of course, Coach Clouston at the time was coaching that team, and the Clouston and Contrado connection is a big one here at Motor City. Still 34 seconds left of the man advantage for Danbury until Cade Landon comes out of the box. Again, power play hasn't been strong for Danbury as they try to get one final push here. Getting control of the puck was Lind. Gives it up to the far side. Paul Mahan has it. Deeks, now he's at the end line. Gets shaded by Rotondi, gives it up to the wall. Lugo to the point. Now it's going to be back to Himalayan. Himalayan gets it to the circle, has a pass to the near side. There's a shot, a good look there by Lind. Better save there by Babbitts. And coming out of the box is Lambden.
And now you get a chance for a 5-on-5 draw. Third penalty kill of the night for Motor City. Now, hey, got to be able to shift from playing defense to attacking offensively. A lot of this period, Ben, has been to our left in the Rocker zone.
Yep, it's like how it was last night. The Rockers still found a way to get it back into it. Good save there. White picks up the rebound. Gives it to Ryder. Ryder trying to get the breakout going. Back to White. Good stretch pass to the neutral zone. One touch there. Bartlett couldn't leave it for Conway. Sheehan coming up to the near side, trying to get a hit on Conway. He avoids it. Puck still loose. Now on the stick of Sufferdini. Sufferdini, of course, could have gave Motor City a 1-0 lead with that penalty shot in the first period. Just couldn't do anything with it. Hit the post. Puck goes out of play, hits the bench of the Hat Tricks, and now freeze play, and I think it's going to take us to immediate timeout.
They might have said the injury was essentially the media timeout.
Could have.
With how long they took, it might have been one and the same.
You're right, they're going to play on. Another face-off draw, good win. Gibbs has the puck. You're right, that would have worked as a media timeout. All in the same. Mock calls for the puck, has it, fires a shot just wide. Gibbs is going to play it on the far side. Gets right into the corner. Here's Marchand. Got his first one in 4 games. Again, he's a new hat trick, and they're going to save the puck for him as he gets the puck out of the corner. Here's Gibbs. Gives it back to Mock to the near side here. Good break up there for Motor City in the slot. Coming out with his Makima. Makima doesn't have numbers. He doesn't care. He's going to wait for a trailer. Has one now in Colton. Colton gets an opportunity. There's a shot pushed away there by Wilson. Bartlett picks up the rebound in the corner. Offers a backhand. That gets broken up on the stick of Lugo. Here comes the breakout. Lugo crossing the timeline into the offensive zone. Stops at the circle. That's going to be centered for Marchand. They couldn't connect. Lugo picks up the rebound. Another centering attempt to the slot. Koch will break that one up. Gets it into the neutral zone. White Duck sends it back from where it came. Another D to D. Colton has it. Now back over to the far side to Rotondi. Good stretch pass. Bartlett wasn't ready for it. Koch has it though and gets another swing here to Conway. Comes off the bench, plays it into the offensive zone and leaves it along the wall there. Here's Bartlett with a shot, pushing it wide. Conway with a shot, pushing that one wide.
Like the sustained pressure from Motor City. Keep firing on that. Good things happen.
It's what you need. Again, crashing the net, getting those shots for rebounds. Gonzalez overskates the puck. Motor City gets it back to the neutral zone. Wilson's going to think about playing it, and he does. Leaves it there for White Duck. picking that one up is Gonzalez. Gives it up to the near side wall, flipped ahead to Pemeleon. Now to Richards. Richards has it.
Had a whistle.
That's
Hand
they're going to call a
pass.
hand pass, yep. I was going to say.
To himself, but it did advance it basically from the red line to the right wing circle.
No, I'm only laughing because I didn't know if it was Aaron or not, and then you and I both looked back. We both see the official do the hand pass motion, so that's the only reason why I'm laughing.
It was kind of like he kind of held it on his stomach and just skated with it and let it drop. I think that's a good call, but that's a official that's on it.
Yeah, here's Lind with it, gives it up to the far side. Clouston surveys before playing it at the end line, absorbs a hit. Clouston, gives it up to the near side. Trying to get the breakout going is Ryder. Pass to White, who just taps it ahead to Lambden, but they can't go tape to tape. Settling the puck down behind the net is Dowler. Gets a pass to the far side. Believe that was touched. Yeah, they're going to wave off the icing here. Getting to the puck is Pameleon. Now Ryder has it. Surveys. Stops. Pameleon and Richards offering forechecking pressure. White sends it back, though. Here's Elias Thompson. Fires that one. Going to be punched away by Wilson to the far side. Lambden picks up the puck, centering. Oh, that was almost an own goal opportunity. Richards misplayed the puck for Danbury. Coming out with it now is Sheehan. Drops it off. Ruiz goes top, high, and just a little too high as he pushed that one. Danbury still has the puck. Gives this one up now to Yao. Yao had a good game yesterday in the defensive zone. There's another shot and a whiff. Clouston pitchforks this one away. It's going to go all the way down. Wilson has to play it. And a couple of players were not happy with that shift.
I think that was Lambden slammed his stick down. Not sure what he was upset about. And Zolkanich blows a tire. We've seen a few different players lose their balance.
There's Sheehan with a shot. Good save there by Babb. And yeah, we've seen Clouston blow a tire, Zolkanich blow a tire. Now we're going to get a media timeout. So as we take a break, Brady, what's going on around the league? Do we have an update on some of those scores?
Yep, in Carolina, they are putting up a ton of goals. Last 2 nights, they have now scored 19 goals. They lead Mississippi 8-3. Of course, Watertown, Elmira. That game postponed. We played at the later date. Binghamton 4, Delaware nothing. And down in the Chattahoochee Valley, Columbus 2, Port Huron nothing. Columbus off to another hot start against the Port Huron Prowlers, our rivals from just up the road.
Yeah, Port Huron, you were saying you were looking at the game. It seemed like the team didn't travel for a period because after that they played fine. And
then they were down 5-0 before the first period was over, and the final score was 5-2. But I'll just tell you what, Port Huron, for whatever reason, the last few years, I guarantee you I can count on one hand the number of wins they have in Columbus.
Sure.
It's a long drive, and it's a tough place to play, and Columbus also plays well at home. They usually play a little different brand. They play a little meaner at home.
Yeah, they're also out shooting them, 18-6? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's Columbus dominating early after a period.
Of course, really quickly, Columbus, of course, leading the pack here in the Continental Division. They have 23 points, 8 wins, 1 loss, and an overtime win. There's a wraparound attempt, could not be completed. Rockers trying to get it out of their own end. Here's Koch picking up the puck. He'll flip it ahead, chasing after it. Going to be Bartlett. Goes along the wall, kept in at the far side by Sufferdini. Danbury gets the puck on Ruiz's stick. Ruiz gets pushed out to the far side wall. Sufferdini will pick it on up. 9:20 left here in the second period. Still a 1-0 game. Mike Marchand, the goal-scoring difference here in this one so far. It's been a good game, though. A little bit of a sloppy start in the first period, but of course someone did draw blood here in the second. Just not the team you want it to be. Here's Conway, picks up the puck. Has a good opportunity to get it to Bartlett. That gets broken up by Lind.
And Danbury playing tight defense, not allowing those tight windows to open up, and just not a lot of great opportunities for Motor City here in the second.
Yeah, Clouston knew that icing was going to get waved off, shaded the man and didn't play it. That's Marchand. And Marchand's a big guy, 6'5", 220. It's almost a tight end. Add about 15, 20 more pounds, and if he can catch passes, put some pads on him. Motor City trying to get control of the puck here along the wall. They do. That was kept in by White. Here's another opportunity. It's not backhand pushed wide by Makima. Oh, that was a good look there for Derek. Just couldn't bang it home. Here's Cardinal, settles this one down, walks it in. Tommy has a good look, goes forehand, backhand. Oh, did not carry the puck with him. It was left in the circle. Here's White with a look. Fired, it's a goal! Ian White, the first as a Rocker. Top shelf, stick side, like Scott coached yesterday. And it is a 1-1 game thanks to Ian White.
That is an NHL quality shot, and there's a reason why he played, although a Leakin going through. Don't know if he tipped it. Either way, that's a heck of a shot, bar down, and it takes just about that perfect of a shot to beat Brian Wilson.
Ian White's been coming on. He had a big weekend last weekend with 4 assists in Binghamton. Had an assist yesterday, and he got his first goal a few moments ago.
Think he'll put his first Rockers goal next to his first NHL goal?
I would. Why not?
Yeah,
he had fun memories in Detroit.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Hey, it's a first is a first is a first.
Of course, save that man's puck. And of course, the crowd goes nuts. You can see he has a cheering section all the way down the far side corner. Oh, man. Rotundi has the puck now. Again, that goal differential is going to go back now to 0.
Now Motor City needs to attack, get the next one. We've played 4.5 periods of hockey. Motor City has led for exactly 0 seconds of that time. Keep the pressure on.
There's another opportunity. Danbury has the puck. Walking out with it, it's Gibbs. Again, you're right, though. What an NHL shot to beat Brian Wilson. Just underneath the iconic goal. Oh, there's a turnover. Babin misplayed that puck. Here's another opportunity that gets centered. Good clear there by Motor City on the stick of Conway. Wilson's going to have to play it. Bartlett forces him. Conway's going to come in to help. Conway has the puck along the wall. Offers a shoulder hit. People like that one. Bodies go flying. Danbury trying to get this one out. One touch, no hand goes up. Play will continue. Ruiz wanted a call.
Our heads both snapped to the official waiting for that right arm to go up. Didn't. It was a close call, and they've let it play on for the most part all weekend long. I like the way they're playing loose, but not crazy loose.
Yeah, no, it was funny though. Our head snapped really quickly to the orange sleeves. And yeah, no hand went up. Ryder tries to get to the puck, overskates it in center ice. Lugo has it, gives this one up to Gibbs. Offers a bank pass, Motor City intercepts it. Another bank pass here, Lambden just out of his reach. He's going to offer some forechecking pressure. Elias Thompson trying to come in and help. 8 and 7, trying to pinch off number 2. And again, Cody Gibbs is a big guy. He's 6'4". Got some towers on the ice through Danbury. Mock had his hands slapped away as he had the puck there for a second. Elias Thompson trying to get gets it. Stops, holds on to it. Does not know what he wants to do with the puck. It's going to cause a turnover. Here comes Sheehan with it. Gives it up to the near side. Lugo with a shot. Oh, that's going to be pushed wide. Here's Lambden picking up the rebound. Can he go tape to tape? Cardinal, no. Abdallah just sends that one back down. Chasing after it is Mock. Motor City having a hard time getting it out of the D zone. Here's Sufferdini with a look. Looking for that stretch past to Cardinal. He tips it. It's good tape to tape. It avoids the icing. Cade Lambden will pinch it off there along the end boards.
Tell you what, Lambden not big, but he throws his body around with a reckless abandon. He's a fun player to watch.
He really is. I met with him yesterday, told him how much I liked his game. He was appreciative of it. There's a centering opportunity. Cannot find tape to tape. Colton was there on the far side. Here's Klauston again. There's a shot. Good save by Wilson like he's playing the hot corner. Freezes the puck with 4:47 left here in the second in a 1-1 game. Again, Ian White has played 6 games now with the Rockers. Just got his first one to make it 1-1. And again, it was a perfect shot underneath the crossbar.
And Motor City's done a good job flipping the ice. They have now evened up shots at 22. And after, again, it was like deja vu from the first period. They had to play about 5 minutes in their own zone. They gave up a goal, and they've been attacking more, a little more aggressive on the forecheck, and sustained pressure on Danbury. And, hey, it feels like Danbury on their heels right now a little bit. Now after the media timeout, have to take advantage of it, get some fresh legs out there, keep the pressure on.
Yeah, one thing I don't know if you've seen it. I'm trying to look at the bench, trying to find Brandon Contrado to see if he's maybe ready to come back or not. But a couple of people from Decatur giving some love to Artie Alekin, who did play for Decatur. Of course, Decatur's here. The USPHL Premier has the Detroit Showcase going on down the road at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. And Artie Alekin played for the Decatur Blaze from 2017 to 2021, and he had 37 goals, 48 assists. So they wanted to come and support one of their own. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah, it's always great when you see your old boys at your new stomping ground. It gives you a little extra pep in the step.
Yep.
Now, I'm sure he'd rather them not run behind the bench during a timeout, but, hey, boys will be boys.
Yeah, well, it's chirping, right? It's just a friendly chirp. But, yeah, you prefer not in a timeout because you're trying to get coaching and not have that happen. But always good to see a couple of those players come in and support one of their own. Colton gives it up to the near side. White Duck gives it back into the neutral zone. Danbury, I thought, was offsides. They're going to wave that one off. Here's Richards with a centering opportunity. Can't really connect tape to tape. Now with it is Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov gets control of the puck at the far side circle. Now to the hashes. There's White Duck with a shot, pushing that one wide. Richards has the rebound, gives this one up to the point. Lind has it and sends it back from where it came. Clouston pushes it to the near side wall, trying to get this one out. Motor City does. Everyone has to tag up. Clouston will hold on to it. Danbury, since they had to tag up, will get a line change. Clouston sends that one down wide. I don't know why he did that, but
he saw Koch sprinting up the near side, knew he had a chance to beat the icing. Good idea, bad execution.
Good eyes there. There's a good cross-ice pass. Sheehan wasn't ready for it, but good eyes, Brady. Thank you.
Clouston also on that last cross-ice pass did a good job tying up his man, not allowing him to get the stick on the puck.
Ruiz flips this one ahead, still trying to settle it down in the neutral zone. Getting it is Bonnell. Bonnell goes shallow angle. Good save there by Babin. Puck comes out to the neutral zone, settled down on the stick of Yao. Sheehan's going to pick it up on the bank. Sheehan tries to settle it to the near side to Mock. Mock's going to go, plays it behind. Motor City gets control of it on the intercept. Bartlett tries to find Koch, but they can't go tape to tape. 3 minutes left here in the second period, 1-1 game, thanks to Ian White's first goal as a Rocker. Here's Yao with it. Crossing the timeline, will dump it on in. Chasing after it is Mock. Motor City gets to it first. The puck actually does some help as it rides the boards out to the neutral zone. Good quick D to D. Gonzalez has it now. Can't find tape to tape. That was intended for Pemelayan. Motor City gets it to Elias Thompson, who overskates it but collects it and dumps it right back in.
A lot of play in the neutral zone now. Neither side really taking advantage, waiting for that one mistake to pounce on.
Here's Ryder. He gets pestered behind the net. Suffredini's going to come down to help. He gets hit in the corner. Puck now still along the wall on the near side. Here's Thompson with it. Elias fires that one. That's going to be a save by Wilson. I will say this is a better ending to the second period than we saw from yesterday. These guys look fresh and look hungry.
Still playing strong, and on the back end of a back-to-back, you'll like to see that.
Here's Suffredini intercepting that pass, offers it to Lambden. They can't go tape to tape on the bank. Abdallah looking for that stress, has Pamelayan. Pamelayan can do anything with it as he gets hit by Rotondi. Rotondi's going to have to pick up his stick as it was taken away from him. Usually that's slashing, but they're going to let play continue. Minute left here. Close to a minute left, I should say. 100 seconds to be exact. Babin freezes that puck. Bonnell tried to beat him. Couldn't do it. 93 seconds left here in the second period. Again, good way to close out the second period. You still have the momentum kind of evened out.
Well, still have a minute and a half to go, and that can be a long time. A lot can happen in a minute 33. Have to cross the finish line, keep playing strong. Hey, go to the locker room tied after being down in the period. Not the worst thing in the world. Maybe see if you can get 1 or 2 more rushes at Wilson.
Yeah, and we're also seeing quick line changes today, too. Coach Brown doing a quick hook, making sure those guys' legs stay fresh. I think he learned his mistake from yesterday as well. About a shift is about 25 to 30 seconds for these players. Danbury tries to get this one ahead. Donald fires a blast. It's going to be punched away. Babin! No idea where that one is. It's going to float behind the end line, and we're going to see a stoppage.
High stick.
Yep, high stick will put the puck away outside of the offensive zone, and the net was also off the mooring, so a good time to stop that one. So face-off will come on the near side dot, just outside the zone. On the ice for the Rockers, Conway, Bartlett, Koch, Clouston, and Rotondi. Still have not seen Brandon Contrado just yet. We'll see if maybe we can get an update during intermission. But hopefully he's okay and getting stitched up. Going to have to do a redraw. The officials didn't like that one.
So Bartlett just get a little too excited.
That Koch is
sides.
That Koch is going to leave, and it's going to be a battle of the 44s. Richards wins that one. There's a quick shot. Babin punches it away. Clouston has control of the puck. Had Bartlett. Bartlett slips behind everybody. Can't settle down the puck. It's a race to the puck now. Beating him there is White Duck.
That was aggressive by Bartlett. Hey, it almost worked out, but he was really hunting at that blue line.
Yes, he was. Sometimes, you don't advise cherry picking, but it almost worked out. Here's Kuznetsov with the puck. Gets it. Sheehan fires a shot. Good pillow save there by Babin. 30 seconds left here on the clock in the period. Swiped away there by Clouston as it goes into the neutral zone. White Duck has it. Sheehan tips it away. Clouston has an opportunity to give it to Rotondi on a D-to-D. 15 seconds left. Cross-ice pass. Here's Bartlett. One final opportunity. Good poke check away there by Gibbs. Kuznetsov has the puck, gets into the zone, got his stick lifted, easy clear, and that should do it for the period. Much better way to end the second period tonight than yesterday. Of course, tonight, the Rockers, and yeah, there's some extracurriculars. Clouston and Kuznetsov going at it. The officials trying to tell everyone to go across the center ice and go to your locker rooms. You got time to cool off.
Again, don't want to take any penalties going into the third period. You just played a really strong second. You were able to keep the game tied after being down after the quick goal from Marchison, and Ian White's able to tie it up. Don't do anything that gives Danbury the man advantage. They play a clean brand of hockey. You're going to have to fight for another 20 minutes if that's all it's going to take to finish this game. The way it's going, we could be earmarked for overtime again.
Yeah, no, definitely the way it's going right now, we might have some extra hockey, but really quickly, back on that goal by Ian White, it was assisted by Derek Makima and Artie Alekin. Alekin, we talked about, of course, has some of his friends from Decatur as he played for the Blaze. That is his first assist of the year. He had an assist going all the way back to April 9th when he was not a member of the Rockers, but it's only his second point on the season. He had a goal on October 22nd in Watertown against the Wolves, but that's his first assist, and that's why the guys were happy. It's only his second point of the season. So it was a good thing that Alekin was able to find Makima and then was able to find Ian White, who was able to bury that. But while we have a moment as well, what are the shots on goal and situation going around the league, Brady?
Well, here at Big Boy Arena, Danbury outshooting Motor City 28-23. Remember, it was knotted up at 23, so Danbury, the last 5 shots of the period, knotted up at 1 here between Danbury and Motor City. Around the league, again, only 3 other games going on because at Watertown and Elmira postponed. Carolina leading Mississippi 8-3. Binghamton still up 4-0 on Delaware, and Columbus has doubled their lead over the Prowlers 4-0. The River Dragons lead in Columbus. Early in the season, In the Continental, it seems like Columbus is the team to beat. In the Empire, could argue it's Danbury the team to beat.
Yes, it is. Who do you think's to beat here in the hot dog? I think the guy on the far side is going to win. What do you think? And those guys play for Decatur. They were having a little bit of fun. We're having fun, of course. Just a reminder, the intermission stats are brought to you by Triumph Geared Solutions. Machinist jobs are available right here in Metro Detroit. Visit careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. Again, careers.triumphgroup.com to learn more. Of course, we will look for an update on Brandon Contrado, and as we do, that update will be brought to you by HealthQuest Physical Therapy in Southeast Michigan. They're the Southeast Michigan's premier providers of physical therapy. Get back to living life to the fullest and visit one of HealthQuest's more than 35 convenient locations near you. See how HealthQuest can help you at hqpt.com. That's hqpt.com. We will hopefully get an update on Contrado, but until then, we will step away in a 1-1 game to catch our breath. Motor City at 1, Danbury at 1. We'll be back with the third period right here for your home for Motor City Rockers Hockey on Rockers TV. I'm Ben Sloggy for Brady Beaton. We'll be right back with the third period in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Big Boy Arena here in Fraser, Michigan. I'm Ben Sloggy along with Brady Beaton. And a great game so far. It's been a fun weekend of hockey here at Big Boy Arena. This one tied at 1, entering the third. Of course, yesterday it was that deflection goal in the third by Johnny Ruiz to make it 2-1. With, what was that, about, I want to say, a minute and a half into the period yesterday?
Yeah, it was pretty quickly. The third period was bookended by goals on each side. And, well, hopefully Motor City can flip the script, because the last 2 periods Danbury has come out and they've played stronger through the first handful of minutes. Motor City's been able to get back up to speed, but here in the third, you definitely don't want to fall behind. Like I've said, Ben, 5+ periods of hockey, and Motor City's led for 0 seconds in that time. You need to stay on the attack, and you need to get Danbury to be chasing, something they're not used to doing this year.
Yeah, no, you're right. And we did mention, entering this weekend series, Danbury is able to pour on goals. They were second in the league in goal differential with 23, and they were only trailing Columbus, who had 27. And, of course, Columbus has had a great weekend, outscoring their opponents by, what, I want to say like 13 goals.
It is now 9-3 right now in the weekend. Port Huron has added a goal in that contest, but yeah, you got to, if you're Motor City, you have to come out strong. Danbury hasn't had to chase a lot. Their one loss came in overtime.
Yep.
So even then, the goal that put them behind ended the game. They have to find an identity, because they get really comfortable sitting in that zone defense, waiting for Motor City or their opponents at large to make a mistake, and then they attack. You need to get them trying to force the issue, and then maybe you can catch them with a mistake.
Yeah, speaking of mistakes, it's really funny. They are the highest penalized team in the league with 182 minutes. That's 31 minutes higher than the next team in the league. You talk about mistakes, maybe try to draw a penalty, get a man advantage, and then maybe take the lead. And
they've stayed out of the box completely. There's only been 3 different penalties, and they're all against Motor City. Yep. They played a very clean game. There haven't been any egregiously missed calls for Danbury. Like I said, the officials have let them play for the most part, but yeah, maybe try to get a man advantage, do anything you can, but you gotta find a way to start off the period strong. Can't be chasing.
Definitely can't be chasing. We're still chasing that story of Brandon Contrado so far. Haven't seen him on the bench. Trying to get an update. As soon as we get one, we'll let you know if there's an update, but we're getting ready here to start the third period. Koch, Ian White, Dante Suffredini, Ross Bartlett, and Declan Conway, your skaters for Motor City. There'll be Koch and Ruiz in the face-off circle. Third period underway here at Big Boy Arena. Again, it's going to be a good one, and we're glad you could join us for another great game. Of course, you can join us Wednesday night. Watertown comes to town, night before Thanksgiving. Again, if you want to come and see the game in person, bring 3 canned goods. You can get $2 off your ticket right at the door. We'll give you the voucher. Bartlett lost the puck. It gets glassed out. Trying to settle this one down is Bonnell. Sheehan now picks up the puck, and Bonnell was still offside, so that's the official call, and they'll stop play. Of course, if you're looking for tickets, if you can't come out on Wednesday against Watertown, just go to mcrockershockey.com/tickets, get some tickets, bring the family. Got alcohol, adult beverages, alcohol that you want. We have a good bar here. Also fun for the kids, thanks to the Genesis Rockers Kids Zone. You can play mini sticks and get your face painted as well. It's a fun time. Of course, there's good hockey too. There's a quick shot off the stick there of Dowler. Rebound comes all the way out to the point, still kept in. Good play there by Danbury. Kuznetsov has the puck. He gets pestered, finally gets a stick down. Dowler keeps it in at the point on the near side. Puck's going to go to the far side. Richards going to play it from the corner. Offers a pass here to Lind. Lind fires that shot on an errant shot wide. Still kept in by Danbury. Richards bounces it off his boot. Still the surface is a little wet. Sees still some skate troubles.
Yeah, Dowler took a dive there, and again, no one around him. It's been a theme all night long.
Kuznetsov Missed it. Here comes Motor City with it. Zolkanitz tries to push it ahead, just flubbed it off of his stick. It's going to be a line change.
He wasn't happy with himself.
No.
Had a few choice words for himself because he knew he missed a chance for a 3-on-2.
Ian White, who got his first goal in 6 games as a Rocker, dumped that one down low. Rockers are going to pick it up on the stick of Elias Thompson. Of course, the Thompson you're used to seeing and hearing is Everett Thompson. We mentioned before the game, he's out, dealing with a finger injury that he got at Watertown earlier in the month. Of course, it was also Everett Thompson's birthday last week. When you get a little bit older, a good birthday to you is just sitting at home with your girlfriend eating pizza and hanging out with your friends. That's all he did. That's all he wanted. What is the best birthday gift you've ever gotten, do you think?
There is a lot out there. It'd be hard to narrow it down to just one.
Because I thought about that as I was going to, maybe pose that to you. There's a quick shot by Clausen that's going to be a save, and I couldn't think of one either. I think one year I got like the Power Rangers video game, and I think I was so hyped about it. I think that it stuck in my head that, and that's years ago. That was on Super Nintendo. I was so happy about that. I beat that, I think, that night. So that might be the best gift I've gotten, if I can remember it that well. It's going to be icing there on Motor City. Face-off will come out 200 feet down into the offensive zone for Danbury. I was going to say, nowadays, I'm kind of like Everett. If I can just hang out with some friends at home eating pizza for a birthday party, that's good enough for me.
Just have a nice, relaxing night, and while neither side here's had a relaxing night at all.
Nope.
Just feel like everyone's sitting on edge waiting for that next big mistake, and I believe that was an inadvertent whistle, so we'll get the center ice draw.
Yeah, you're right. Koch and Ruiz again battling for it. Koch wins that draw. Here's Josh Colton, gives it to Koch. There's a shot. High and easy glove save there by Wilson. Was interesting, was talking with Ruiz before the game, complimented him on his game. He's fun to watch, and there's a good reason for it. He is a very good player, plays well, and he's a guy that's going to be remembered for Danbury forever because in a single season he leads. He has the record, 46 goals in a single season. He's also the all-time point getter with 86 in the Danbury record books. But here's Ruiz with the puck, drops that one off. Sheehan couldn't get to it. But just to quickly complete the story, he said, I played with Trevor Babin before. If you get him side to side, he's beatable. It's tough to beat him because he's quick. But that's how he got that goal last night to win the game with that one-timer.
Just a one-timer that he put in the absolute perfect spot. Right. You can't really blame the goalie.
Nope.
Short-handed, or you're down a man and a power play opportunity. You finish a one-timer like that, you just tip the cap.
Definitely, but he said that goal was because of their familiarity. He goes, I don't think anyone else, who didn't know Babin would have been able to make that goal. But you're right, it was a perfect shot, perfect opportunity. It was just a fun little story as he was warming up. Speaking of warming up, here comes the breakout. Rockers trying to get this one out. Makima on his stick, crossing the timeline. He'll dump it on in, but can't get it all the way in. Here's Pamelayan, moves it ahead to Richards. Richards can't control the puck. Rotondi gives it up to the near side. Kuznetsov kept it in at the point. Now the Rockers on the second attempt get the clear. Dowler has control of the puck. Dowler walks it in. He had a good game yesterday. Got the first goal for Danbury in the power play. It was a shot from the far side that Babin initially saved with his stick, and it trickled past, so it was a little puck luck there as Richards has to play the puck. Motor City on a line change, trying to catch them flat-footed.
And we haven't said Dowler's name a whole lot until this third period. And again, with a low-scoring game, neither side is really taking a huge edge. A lot of feeling out even here in the third period.
Here's an opportunity for Motor City on the doorstep. Reiner had a good pass to Lambden that got pushed wide. Elias Thompson battling for it with White Duck. Tie up, here comes Lambden trying to come in to help. Picking up the puck, though, is going to be Lugo for Danbury. Good pass out there to Pamelayan. Gives a pass to the near side. Gets broken up. That should be a tripping call. No hand goes up as Reiter went down to the ice. Elias Thompson going to get it into the neutral zone. White Duck will play it right there. It's going to be dumped in. Ross Bartlett's going to try to get to it. Kicks it out to the far side. Marchand, who got his first goal. Here's an opportunity. Puck goes past and the net goes off the moorings. So we'll have a stoppage of play. think we're going to get a media timeout here. The kids from the Big Boy Hockey program are going to clean the ice for us, and while we do, we can take a quick little look at the peak. We didn't get a lot of shots on goal early here in the third period, but we did get some. What are the shots on goal, Brady?
30 for Danbury, 27 for Motor City. Been even pretty much the whole night. Danbury always with just a slight edge, but both sides having opportunities to get that go-ahead goal. You have to tighten it up even more in the third period when you're playing this brand of hockey. Both sides priding themselves on their defense. I mean, again, we're in the third period, and in regulation, each side's only been able to net 3 total goals. This is about as even as a weekend as you can get.
Yeah, both these teams playing hard. We do want to correct something on Ian White's goal. Artie Alekin did not get the assist. It was Tommy Cardinal to Derek Makima to Ian White from the point. So that is the assist getters for that one. And it was, again, the first goal there for Ian White. But wanted to make sure we got that right for you. We did say Artie Alekin got his first assist of the season, but we have to correct ourselves and say that that's not true. Evan Lugo in the face-off circle for Danbury. He gets tied up there with Ryder. Ryder wins that draw after the tie-up. Motor City gets it out into the neutral zone. Abdallah has control of the puck, looking for a stretch pass. Touched there by Marchand. It's now Von Clauston making Marchand miss, looking for the breakout. That was a nice little hit the brakes and he'll fly right by.
You see the wall of orange standing at the red line. They back up to the blue. They make it tough to get an entry. That's why you see so many of these slap shots, trying to get the cover, trying to get the offensive zone draw, and also letting some guys change on the back end.
Yeah, it's actually smart what Billy McCreary's doing with that wall of orange. It stops not only an offensive attack, but you can flip the ice really quickly too. Motor City trying to flip the ice there. Conway gets control of the puck after on the second attempt. Has Marchand changing, so he's going to take advantage of it. There's a slot. Shot by Conway. Good save there by Wilson. The only time I saw a team do a full wall in between the neutral zone was Brighton versus Catholic Central in the state finals a couple of years ago. It was Paul Mogach's one of his final seasons at Brighton. I only mentioned Brighton because that's where Gordy went to high school. Played for the Brighton Bulldogs way back in the day, but they did the exact same thing to CC, and it was a way to neutralize CC's push. Hell, there's a good shot there by Cardinal, just gets pushed wide. But yeah, that was the only last time I can fully remember a team playing center ice like that with a wall. Ian White cuts it off at the wall on the far side. Makima picks this one on up. Of course, Michigan high school hockey did start this week. Everyone across the state getting some action started. Of course, number 1 and number 2 played on Wednesday. That was CC and Heartland. Heartland, a D2 team that got moved up this year to D1. Here's Sheehan. Plays it on the far side. Sufferdini gives it up to the near side. Now Cardinal gives it to Makima. Wasn't a clean pass, but they got it. Makima will dump it on in. We mentioned yesterday, it's definitely hockey season across the state. High school football, the state championships will be played at Ford Field next week, Friday and Saturday. Colton offers that one. Getting the breakout going is Gibbs. Played there for Richards. Can't find tape to tape. Kuznetsov gives it back to Richards. Good interception there by Thompson. He flips it ahead. Doesn't hit the fan. It looked like it was close. Ryder was ready to play it.
Oh.
And Thompson does not like how Ryder was immediately wrapped up, and we have a tussle.
I was about to compliment Ryder, his ability to spin away from the goalie. He didn't face wash him. He didn't run into him, and Ryder spins out of it. That, I get defending your goalie, but you have to make sure you don't take a dumb penalty because Danbury's done a very good job staying out of the box. I'm assuming this officiating crew will let it play as they have all night, but you're walking a fine line. Ryder did the right thing, spun out of the way, avoided the goalie. Again, Gibbs trying to protect his netminder. Just have to know when you can push the limits a little bit.
Yeah, Gibbs, again, he's not a small guy by any means, 6'4", 205. Ryder's not the biggest guy either, but he is listed at 5'11", though they looked like an odd-matched couple there. But we have new forwards on the ice. It's Bartlett, Koch, and Conway. They're back out there trying to maybe get a goal. Kuznetsov loses his baggage. Motor City trying to pick it on up. Here's Koch looking for a stretch pass to Conway. Gets broken up. Pemelayan has the puck. Gets pressured by Bartlett. Here's a pass to the near side. Richards will dump it on in, and there's going to be a line change. Conway at the far side, ready for a stretch pass.
They had a couple opportunities earlier to catch Danbury on a line change. Conway trying to get another one.
There's a shot for a rebound. Conway push it wide. Puck still loose. Swiped at it. Wilson somehow makes the save. Here's Rotundi with a look. There's a shot. Gets deflected. Koch fires it. Can't get control. Now it's at the end line. What a sequence there.
When you have that chaos out in front, it comes back to the point. Just fire it back on net. Nobody's where they should be. Hopefully it gets lost in the chaos.
Rotundi keeps it on in. Conway will play it at the end line. Declan gives it back up to the point. It's Colton. There's a deflection. Koch offering that one. Somehow, though, Brian Wilson makes another save, activating the X-ray vision.
This has been the longest sustained attack Motor City's had. Really felt like Danbury was scrambling, feeling maybe a little bit on the beneficial side that the score is still 1-1. Motor City had quite a few really solid opportunities to net one there and take a lead.
Yeah, a couple of good pushes. Face off on the near side dot. Tied up, trying to see who's going to come out with it. Motor City kind of keep it on in. White can't get to it. Here's a 2-on-1. It's Ruiz. Ruiz holds on to it right for the last second, and there's a goal. Brendan Sheehan banged it in. It's now 2-1. Ruiz waited for the very last second to offer it to Sheehan and beat Trevor Babin for the lead.
The patience to hold on. I thought Clausen was doing a good job staying in between, laying down, but his momentum just didn't carry him enough, and the pass across was there. Babin assumed that Clausen had taken care of the far man. He was worried about where the puck was, and there was just enough of an opening to send that pass across. Easy Barry for the goal.
Yeah, that's the fourth assist on the season for Johnny Ruiz and the fourth goal of the year for Brendan Sheehan. Of course, again, Sheehan played at Shattuck. So did Billy McCreary. Actually was a line mate with Zach Parisi at Shattuck. Clausen's going to go back, get control of the puck. Line change behind the play. Clausen looking for a stretch. Lugo breaks that one up. Evan Lugo walks this one on in, fires a shot. Babin makes the save. Now trying to get it is Mock. Mock spins around, has control, tries to get it to the slot, holds on to it instead. Pass to the far side. Lugo has it, gives it along the wall. Lind loses it, and Motor City tries to get it. A little bit of a slew foot there by White, but no call. Thompson gives it up to Clausen. Beautiful pass to get it out of that trouble.
Have to find a way to get it up and out of the zone. Motor City chasing once again.
Yep, Clausen walks it all the way in. Gets finally taken off the puck there by Dowler, and now it's going to be another push. Mock leading the way. Gives it to Lind. There's a shot. Goes into a crowd. Stretch pass opportunity here. Suffredini goes behind the defense again. Has a trailer. It's Koch. Koch with a goal! He went 5-0! It's a 2-2 game! Suffredini waited. Found Koch. Koch went 5-0. Brand new game at 2-2. And Scott Koch telling everybody, I want to hear some noise.
Been waiting for those tape-to-tape passes. Perfect feed to Suffredini. Perfect feed back to Koch. It gives you those opportunities, and those are the couple inches we talk about. If one of those passes is just off to the left or right or just behind someone, you don't get that connection. That was clinic tape right there.
Tape-to-tape pass, and yeah, Suffredini slipped behind the defense. Did a great job waiting for his trailer, and Scott Koch. Koch, of course, got a goal yesterday. That's his second goal of the weekend. Beautiful play. Motor City feeling it. Here's another one. There's Oh, Conway! Stick side! 3-2! Amazing shot by Declan Conway!
Told you in the pregame, Ben, he's a goal scorer, and he picks the corner. You give 44 a little bit of space, that's what he'll do. And boy, how does 30 seconds flip the feeling of this game.
Declan Conway gets his third of the season. Scott Koch, again, these two were brought in the same week, now gets goal number 6. The two newcomers have come in and really started to fuel this offense, and now they have their first lead of the weekend. It's 3-2.
Now don't go into a shell. Don't say, hey, we have the lead, let's get this 9:15 off the clock. Keep attacking, be smart about it. Don't leak out and try to cherry pick at the blue line. Play within your system, but still attack, try to extend this lead.
Clouston dumps this one on in. Puck to the far side. Cardinal ties it up there. Motor City. You can hear the buzz in the building. Artie Alekin tries to get to the puck. Cardinal comes out with it. He's at the end line looking for a centering opportunity. There's the centering opportunity. Gets broken up by Bonnell. Bonnell doing a good job covering the point. Here's Sheehan. Tries to drop it off. No one's there. Alekin gets it back into the neutral zone. And now there's some tussling after the play. And there's going to be a delay call. I think it's going to be on Brendan Sheehan.
Yeah, we had a Alekin lost his helmet. So we have a loose bucket on the ice, but Motor City with now a chance to extend their lead.
Here's Koch coming back in. Dangles! Koch losing his traffic. Goes through traffic, lost his luggage in there. I lost my words. But of course now Danbury will touch the puck. And we will have the call upcoming.
This is an opportunity to put a nail in the coffin.
Well, they're still talking. And of course, who is it? A man who's not afraid to sacrifice his body, Cade Lambden.
Yeah, Cade Lambden, hey, he's not looking any of them eye to eye, but he's not backing down for many of them. Again, be smart. You just got the man advantage. This is the chance, as I was saying before, the few words, to put the nail in the coffin. You take this lead, Danbury's really on their heels. Danbury kills it, Ben, you know. Even when you're down, if you kill a penalty, sometimes that feels like you have the momentum now, and then they'll be racing downhill and try and tie the game.
Yeah, this is going to be the first power play upcoming after the media timeout for Motor City, so it's the first time we're able to say tonight that this power play is brought to you by Digital Macomb Indoor Billboards. Reach over 100,000 people in 1 month all around Macomb County by visiting digitalmacomb.com. Yeah, Brendan Sheehan will go to the box. And it's funny, Cade Lambden yesterday in the third period got into a fight. And he tried to pick another fight there.
Yeah, hey, he's not afraid to back down. Ben, you'll see some guys that, when it's the finesse forward, he'll have words, but when it's the 6'4" defenseman, hey, maybe he's skating back to the bench. Not Cade Lambden. Doesn't matter who's across from him. He'll stand up, and hey, I respect it. It's the old adage. It's cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
Here's Ryder going against Ruiz in the face-off circle on the near side. Ruiz wins that one. Suffredini, who had 2 goals and an assist last weekend, has 2 assists tonight. Suffredini, of course, also had the penalty shot opportunity, but doing very well. Here's Koch with the puck, centers it. Ryder back to Koch. Back to the point, it's Suffredini. Suffredini goes down, he and Koch will switch. Koch pushes it to White. White deflected! Ryder had a good look there.
Like this power play, cycling through, taking their time. When they have the lead, you can wait for the perfect shot. Don't have to press it all.
Yep, here's White. Another opportunity. There's a shot. Good kick save there by Wilson. White picks this one on up. Gives it back to Koch. You're right, they're cycling through. Koch gives it back to White on a bank pass. Ruiz tries to pressure. Coming out now is Suffredini. Suffredini's going to go around behind the net. Looking for a good opportunity here. Dante is going to switch with Koch, gives it back. Now Dante has the puck. There's a shot. Another save there by Wilson. 56 seconds left in the man advantage in the first power play of the night for Motor City. They've killed 3 power plays themselves. See what they can do here. Suffredini goes into the slot. Backhand. That's going to be blocked. Good play there by Abdallah. Kept in by White. 30. Go ahead.
Legs are getting tired for Danbury. They needed that clear, but Babin playing it, trying to start the stretch pass himself.
Yeah, gets it to Conway. Conway got a good stretch pass from Suffredini, and that's how we're at 3-2. 25 seconds left here. Stretch pass to Cardinal. Cardinal will dump it on in. Bartlett, the recipient at the far side. Makima trying to get to the puck at the half wall, digging after it. 15 seconds left. Coming out with it is Danbury. Pamelayan offering forechecking pressure. Cardinal feeling it. 5 seconds left. Gets a pass here to Lambden. Lambden settles it down on his stick along the boards. Gets it down to the corner. Motor City gives it to Bartlett on the far side. Bartlett has the puck, looking for a centering opportunity. Wilson sees it, gobbles it up, freezes it right there with 6:09 left here in the third. Good line change. Conway coming back out. Bartlett and Koch, they're your top line. These forwards have been exceptional. Again, Koch and Conway brought to this team in the middle of October, and they've been good point getters ever since. There's Bartlett with a good look. Easy save by Wilson.
And I like that Motor City's still attacking downhill. Again, there's a smart way to do it. Keep attacking, be ready to bail out, get back, because you saw Ruiz, even down a man, was trying to jump a pass and get an odd man rush going the other way. Let's see how Danbury attacks down. They haven't been down a lot this year.
No, they have not. Again, their only loss came in overtime. Can they get their first regulation loss? We'll find out. Plenty of time on the clock to change that story, though. Biggs sends it out to the far side. Motor City gets a clear. Motor City out shooting Danbury by a wide margin, 16-3 here in the third period. Danbury, Pamelayan, feeling pressure. Gives it back out to the point. Gonzalez, there's a shot by Gibbs, and that's going to go wide. Pamelayan will leave it there for Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov has the puck. Gets it into the slot. Kuznetsov has a good look. Fired it high. Oh, good swipe there by Clouston trying to get a clear. That shot's going to be deflected from the point. Goes into the corner. Kuznetsov picks it up at the wall. Good pass. Now it's Gonzalez. Back to Kuznetsov. There's a shot. Good block there by Colton. Kuznetsov again with the puck. Gives it across ice. That's a bad pass. Here's Zolkanitz. He's just going to flip it ahead. Makes Wilson play it. That's that hockey IQ. Stopping action and making sure you're going to get a face-off down in the offensive zone. And really good work by Zolkanitz.
And you were just in your own zone for an extended period of time. Guarantees you can get 5 fresh skaters out on the ice, especially with the media timeout. Again, I think that's coincidental. But still, you have the offensive zone draw opportunity to, if you can win the draw again, cycle through. 4:55 is way too early to go into a shell and play the just kill the clock mode and attack it that way. Still put the pressure on because, as you mentioned, Motor City heavily outshooting Danbury in this period. Now outshooting them in the game 39-31. And Motor City's played their best period of the weekend so far here in the third, especially after they gave up that goal.
Yeah, it's been a good third period. While we have another break, let's quickly update people on what's going on around the league as well.
Well, let's take a look again. Watertown Elmira postponed if you weren't sure. Final from Carolina. They beat Mississippi 8-3. Binghamton 5, Delaware 1. And Columbus and Port Huron now in a bit of a closer game, 4-2. Port Huron been able to score, just not when they need them to. That game at the second intermission. So Port Huron going to try. Actually, this now says 3-2. The top part of the website says 4-2. The actual game page says 3-2. Either way, I believe it's 4-2 Columbus. Port Huron trailing on the road.
Yeah, again, it's a tight race at the top in the Continental. Motor City trying to make sure they get 3 points tonight instead of getting 1 like they did yesterday.
And that'd be 4 points against the top team from the other division. Obviously, you'd love to get more, but better than a split 4 out of 6, not bad, especially when you feel you have some winnable games coming up.
Yeah, the only time Motor City's gotten a split, it's, they got the regulations win in Watertown, so they have gotten regulation wins. But they had the shootout split last weekend in Binghamton. So again, that was only 2 points. They could have gotten 3. So if you can get 3 here tonight, it'd be big. There's a good shot there by Marchand. He was the one who opened goal scoring today. Can't get one past Babin as he freezes the puck right there. But yeah, really quickly, the Continental, Columbus leading with 23 points. Carolina is at 18, but they're tied with Motor City at 18. Port Huron has 17 and Mississippi only has 8. Danbury, as we just mentioned, leading the pack in the Empire Division at 23, but right behind them, 22, is Binghamton. Good save there by Babin. Tried to keep that one. It was Dowler, just bounced over his arm as he crouched down for it.
Little loose rebound, though. That'll get the heart rates up of all the fans in attendance. You never like to see the frozen biscuit loose around the crease.
No. Danbury will keep this one playing. Keep this one going. Sheehan tries to get to the puck, gets taken off of it by Koch. Good shading there. Motor City trying to get this one going, get maybe an insurance goal. That would be big as well. Of course, Danbury trying to tie this one back up. First time they've trailed all weekend. Conway with a battle along the wall. Bonnell gives this one up, and then Motor City gets it into the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up there by Lind.
You can see every time Motor City sends the puck deep, they're trying to get at least a few more fresh legs on the ice, especially here in crunch time. You want to have guys rested and fresh legs on the ice.
Yeah, quick shifts have been a theme all night, and they've been good shifts. There's more tie-up right in front of the bench. Motor City trying to get a call. Koch, I think, got his head hit because I saw a player on the bench tap his helmet.
See if I can catch anything on replay, but I believe it was the linesman that blew the whistle. It may have touched somebody on the Motor City bench. Let you know when I see a replay what they were hoping to get a call for.
Yeah, but there was the hit. Koch was there, and see if you can see anything and update us, Brady.
And just so they were pinning him to the boards and the hands got near the head area. I don't mind that no call.
Sure.
Wasn't forcible or wasn't anything malicious.
Here's Kuznetsov with the puck. Fires that one, easily pushed away on a stick save there by Babin. Puck on the near side. I wonder, well, I'll save this thought for later on. There's a shot. Babin catches the line drive from Meow and will freeze it. I'm not going to bring up the thought just yet because there is 2:40 left, but we have to start thinking about it because we saw it last night. Do you think Danbury will pull Brian Wilson?
You have to. Again, what's the difference between losing by 1 or 2? It's just a question when. Some coaches like to be hyper-aggressive. Some coaches would have already pulled him by now. Some like to wait to the last 90 seconds or minute. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on Wilson, but have to have possession in the offensive zone before you can even worry about that.
That is true. Good pass there to Sheehan. He'll dump it on in.
Wilson seems very comfortable in his crease for now.
I was going to say, anytime you see him move, feel free to interrupt. Here's a centering opportunity. Motor City has it. Here's Bartlett using his feet. That's his best asset. He'll just dump it on in. And the one thing that's good about that is it forces Wilson to stay in. Motor City gets fresh legs. Makima, Lambden, and Cardinal come out. White and Clouston are your defenders still. Clouston will try to get to it at the corner, offer some swipe. Good job there by Clouston, getting a poke check to get the puck loose. There's a deflection, own goal! It bounced it off the skate of Derek Makima, and it's a 3-3 game. Talk about puck luck.
Hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Nothing you can do about it. Hey, stuff happens. I mean, he's not in a bad spot. He's not out of position. He's trying to get in the passing lane. And he kicked his skate to turn his body, and he kicked it into his own net. Babin's a little upset. I understand why, but, I mean, sometimes it happens. Let's see how they respond to adversity.
Yeah, well, now you don't have to pull Brian Wilson. So there's that. But it was an own goal. There was the pass, right along the boards, just hit Makima right at the right side of the boot in the skate guard and went past Babin.
Hey, of course, Babin that pass 1,000 times. It misses a 999. That's the one it goes in. Yeah. Let's see how they respond. Have a minute 58 to try to get another goal. Have a timeout right now. You have to calm down. Can't let that affect it. Hey, they didn't take the lead. It's only tied. This game is still very much in front of you.
Yeah, it's just puck luck last weekend was a thing that really helped Binghamton get 4 goals in the third period, negated a lead for Motor City. And again, puck luck here negates a lead as well. So still have 2 minutes to play. Let's see what Motor City can do with it. Good face-off win here. Dante Suffredini, who's had a great past couple of weekends, gets it into the offensive zone, but Koch can't get to the puck. Puck gets chipped behind the center ice, and we're going to let play continue. Still have not seen Brandon Contrado, so assuming he's done for a while. Also, obviously with a cut above his right eye, you have to suspect he had a concussion. Conway chips the puck to the end line. More forechecking pressure. Bartlett comes in now. Going down there in a heap was Abdallah. Gets back up, no call. Play will continue. There's a shot, good block.
It was the puck that caught him in the eye. And they let him play on because Suffredini had the puck, but that's just, hey, sometimes the puck bounces in your favor in the net. Sometimes it bounces against you right to your eye socket.
Here's Colton again. Walks this one in, leaves it for Bartlett. Bartlett back to Colton. Colton maybe looking for a wraparound, looking for a centering opportunity. White can't find it. Now he sees it at the end line. Puck's going to bounce up. Puck settles down. Richards gets the clear. It's going to be icing. It's going to be a race. Battle of the 88s, Marchand and Koch. Koch gets to it first. Still 38 seconds left. See what can happen here. Lambden gets taken on off the puck as he gets it into the neutral zone. Gonzalez sends it back down. Babin will play it. Settling this one down is Colton. 22 seconds left. Seeing what can happen. And Danbury not taking the bait. They're covering everybody, saying we'll let the clock go out if you want to. Ian White looking for that stretch pass. Offers a bank. Tried to find Lambden. They can't connect. Colton will pick it on up with 3 seconds left. Goes behind the net for protection, and that'll do it. So you were 2 minutes away from a win. A little bit of puck luck. And we are going to go into another overtime period here for the second time this weekend. So both teams will earn a point at least, and now it's going to see who gets the other 2 points. They're going to award that goal. The own goal is going to be awarded to John McDonald, which is not John McDonald, that is Connor Lynn. So Lynn gets his first as a Danbury hat trick. Congratulations to him. Assisting it was Kyle Gonzalez and Brendan Sheehan. But again, you were so close, 2 minutes away from getting a regulation win. But second time we have an overtime period in as many nights. Couldn't get one
third
last
straight
night.
for Motor City.
It is. It is the third straight. And just going to mention, got to play discipline because you don't want what happened last night to affect you tonight.
And it's not, it's discipline, and it's also, hey, I know it's tired. This is why, hey, when coach pushes you hard in practice, this is why for those moments, because last night, hey, Kai got a little lazy, was a little tired in the extra frame and just lazily reached out the stick instead of moving his feet, caused a penalty. Ruiz finished it on the game winner on a slap shot. Tonight, you have a chance to atone for those sins. If you score here, you get a true split. It'd be 3 points out of a possible 6. And considering you have Danbury, who is a darn good hockey team, if you can get a split, you don't feel amazing, but you have a good taste in your mouth as you have a midweek game coming up. You're not going to have long to rest on this, but take care of business here. First and foremost, like you said, Ben, don't take any penalties. Don't make it a 4-on-3.
Yeah, no. Speaking of which, again, if you have canned goods, it's the holiday season. We're going to help out St. Vincent de Paul's food pantry. And if you bring at least 3 cans with you of non-perishable food items, we ask you please avoid glass because we will be transporting them. We want to make sure that they're good. You can get $2 off each ticket as we will welcome Watertown.
I'll say, Ben,
Wednesday.
There's not a lot of people here, but this place gets loud. There's nowhere for the sound to go.
Nope. This is about the standard crowd that we've had outside of opening night. And, standard crowd, I would say about anywhere from 600 to 800 for Motor City. And you're right. They get loud. They get rowdy. Sheehan, who has a goal and an assist tonight, gives us one on up. Abdallah moves it now to Ruiz, the hero from last night. Leads the league in game-winning goals with 4. Stops at the far side circle. Gets taken down cleanly, looking for a call, but he's going to have to play the puck. Ryder has it now.
I was having flashbacks, deja vu when I saw him hit the ice. No, it wasn't a trip, but still, you see a guy go down, you get a little nervous.
Here's Sufferdini. Walks this one on in. Sees the wall of orange. We see that on the roads here in Michigan a lot. There's an opportunity. Sufferdini, puck is still loose. Koch picks it on up, holds it down. Koch goes to the circle. Can he be the overtime hero again? Backhand, 5-hole. Somehow Wilson makes a save. Scott Koch trying to be the hero again in overtime, like again he was against Port Huron a couple of weeks ago. But Brian Wilson is the difference in keeping it so far still playing here in the overtime period.
I like the idea from Bartlett. He was being very aggressive, moving the defender out of the way. Again, you're walking the fine line. You know in overtime they'll let a little bit more go, but just be careful not to get that interference trying to clear the way for Coach.
Yeah, Ross Bartlett's going to take the face.
Excuse me, it was Sufferdini that was moving the bodies.
You're all right. Ian White has the puck. Conway has it. Looking for a cross-ice pass. Couldn't connect. White's going to offer some forechecking pressure. Bartlett's going to leave the ice, and quickly coming on is Clouston. Clouston ready to play. Good interception by White. Conway wasn't ready for it. It's going to be a turnover. Coming with it now is Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov walks us into the zone, gets into the slot. Good deflection there, helped by the stick lift of Clouston.
Have to be careful 3-on-3. The deeper you get in the zone, the more guys you get deep. If it's going the other way, the longer it takes to get back.
Here's Clouston. Oh, had a good look there, just pushed it behind the net. Net went off the moorings as Wilson was hugging that post for dear life. Kuznetsov. Him and Lugo. Kuznetsov gets it in, gets a shot from the circle, and that's the game. Babin breaks his stick in frustration. That's the second time he's done that this week. And Dmitry Kuznetsov gets the game winner, and that's his fourth goal of the season.
And you understand the frustration. Last night, the goal that won it was a beauty. This one, you think Trevor Babin wants back, walks in and beats him short side. That's a tough one, but you get 2 points. Last night you were happy with the point. You fought back, got the goal to tie it. Tonight, a little bit of frustration. You feel like you left some out on the ice. But like I mentioned before, no time to feel sorry for yourselves. You're going to have a quick turnaround when Watertown comes in on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's the sour feeling because you had a 3-2 lead. It was the own goal with just about 2 minutes left. That changed the dynamics of the ice, and you're not going to feel good. But, again, it was one of the best teams in the league. You took them to the limit in both games. You just unfortunately couldn't get 2 points or 3 points, but you did your best, and sometimes you come up short. But you're right, you have to have a short memory. Wednesday night, another good quality team comes to town. Watertown, the defending Commissioner Cup champions, are going to be here at Big Boy Arena. You have to have a short memory. Maybe use this as fuel to say we're going to get one in regulation before the holiday.
Yeah, and again, the puck luck that happened, it just sucks. There's no other way to put it. It sucks the way it went in, and you got a goal that maybe you wanted back, but and you go in the locker room, I don't know what Gordy's going to say to them, but you have to say, hey, sometimes it doesn't bounce your way. It's about the response, the micro and the macro. The micro response there, hey, they couldn't get the win. The macro response, how do you come back Wednesday? And then you have to follow that up with a trip to Delaware. So you're not going to have a lot of time to really think about it. You're going to be flying through this next week or so, especially with the holiday. Let's see how they respond. A good showing Wednesday, and you kind of put this weekend behind you.
Yeah, you got to do it again. Short memory. We have a game Wednesday night right here at Big Boy Arena against Watertown. The Wolves, we earned a split at Watertown as they started their season with a banner ceremony against Motor City, and the Rockers almost spoiled that on opening night, and they spoiled the weekend getting the win in overtime out there. And then, of course, like you just said, Brady, after that game on Wednesday, can't really rest on your laurels or have the tryptophan affect you, because you got to go out to Delaware on Friday and Saturday for another big contest. But as much as it sucks, you're still able to get some points against one of the best teams in the league. But again, it does. It sucks, and we're going to announce some stars of the game. It looks like third star of the game is going to be Dante Suffredini. He earned that one.
It'll be Suffredini, I believe, Conway number 2, and I believe Kuznetsov gets the first star with the game winner.
And that is completely fair. That'll do it for us here at Big Boy Arena. We'll be happy to either see you in person on Wednesday, or again, you can join me and Brady right here on the Rockers TV network on YouTube. I'm Ben Salagi for Brady Beaton. Remember, always, wherever you go, make sure that you rock on. And we'll see you later. Take care.